Yeah. This room is all filled with smoke. Some people think flat earth is a joke. Yeah. We're not a joke, we on another level, you heard? We measure earth flat, we here to spread the good word. Yeah. Flat crack, flat crack. The sun is close and apparent. We know that space is fake and that the moon is transparent. Flat crack, flat crack. Smoke till I saw a map on the moon. Used to believe it was a rock, now I know it's a balloon. Flat crack, flat crack. We know it's not a globe. We don't believe it's scientists just cause they in a white robe. Flat crack, flat crack. Smoke till you delirious. Think you live on a spinning pear, you can't be serious. Smoking that flat crack in a Discord chat room. Hotboxing every echo chamber from StreamYard to Zoom. Everyone on our side is genius, got a PhD in YouTube. Smarter than every teacher cause we cracked the whole truth. High off a meme thread, eyes red, don't talk. The sky is a firmament, God's big fat sky clock. Physics in the trash can, vibes in the bag. He's smoking this flat crack, never leaves you feeling crappy. I'd like to shout out to Eric Dubé, he's my flatty. If he played golf, I clean his balls as his caddy. He showed me the way, he taught me the truth. You call it lying to kids, we call it 200 proofs. Our math may be drawn in crayon, our mathematics are funny. At least I don't believe in gravity orbits or the Easter Bunny. Do your own research by watching the videos I make. Believe what I say is real and what I say is fake. We know it all, we win every debate. You don't even know inches per mile squared, son. 8, did you know that we spin 1,000 miles per hour? Can you even imagine that with your inferior mental power? Pump up the flat crack, it goes down so smooth. If you start to get dizzy, that means you found the truth. Pass that flat crack back, let the comments go dumb. Do planes even fly, bro? There's clouds behind the sun. Flat crack, high off our own supply. One rule, we never ever look up in the sky. Flat crack, never let a globe head distract. No map, no model, and no reason to dwell on that fact. We don't have much, yet we remain the best. Flatoid would know if the southern sun sets out the west. We got smoke and mirrors here and there, this and that. It only appears like it's a circle jerk movement going flat. We got facts, no satellites, earth is flat as a pancake. Everything we can account for is clearly CGI or fake. You believe in TFE, ha? Then Katy Perry with the space. You think the 24-hour sun was real, you need to look into the gate. Floating off the flat crack, if gravity is offended, well, we say density did it and you can't comprehend it. We are smarter than Lockheed, Grumman, even NASA. Banjo so high off the dome, he trying to swim in the plasma. Echo chamber loud, but the room real small. Same 10 dudes who think they solved it all. Masters of the keyboard, confidence max. As for working model, then we'll block you, that's facts. Flat crack. We know the sun is apparent, we know that space is fake and the moon is transparent. Flat crack. Don't believe satellites or the moon. Used to believe they were real, now I know they balloon. That's called special knowledge, my flat game is on fleek. This crack is so strong, it'll make your brain go weak. Flat crack. They say all roads lead to Rome. Take a hit of my pipe, where all roads lead to the dome. We say once you go flat, you never glow back. Ha ha ha, globe zealots have no answer to that. Oh, Jeran, Robbie, Patricia, Craig, Benny, and Nam. Shift the eye, dirt, cuz, Ranty, Rachy, Mellow, Dome, man. Not real flat earthers, they were just propaganda hype. Sell out shields, Freemasons, we knew it the whole time. Can't fool a flurf when they on flat crack. Get sweet crystal truth, I will give you $1 trillion for just one glow proof. I swear in my life, I've never told a single lie. We just can't know where the sun is. We only say the sky, we're confident on refraction, bro. Cause we right, we strong. We know we ain't on a spinning globe and we ain't never been wrong. Flat crack, echo chambers got a stone so high up on belief I can almost touch the dome. Flat crack. Smoke till your brain falls out. Everyone but you was a Freemason, actor, or a sellout. I kicked the habit, I quit that crack. I realized I was high, I realized I missed the facts. I went down south and it showed me the way. The 24-hour sun circled day after day. I saw the light, I chose the truth over the code. I tested my theory and I accepted the results. You don't have to be stupid, you don't have to stay. Get back to reality, back to the globe today. Come back. Put that flat crack away. Come back. Back to the globe to stay. Yeah. Put a pipe down.
Put that pipe down, it's Friday.
Pick the globe.
Pick the globe up. It's a lot better for you. It's better for your health. Not as bad as the crack. I'm a little loud, I can see that. Give me a second, we'll fix that. It's not one thing, it's another. How about there? Still a little clippy? That's not bad. Can I get a 5 by in the YouTube chat? That would be great. And let's get on a screen that's not me and smoke. How about that? First, we are looking at TikTok garbage fail kids versus Jeran. It is a late night edition. Look at my little logo over there. I like it. See on the bottom right there, it says ExFlatEarther. I like the logo. It's just pretty. None that I can hear. Great. Thank you. Geek G, I don't know why you're here. You can go anywhere you'd like. That's the great thing about YouTube. You can actually, if you take your mouse and move it off of the page and then pick one of the videos that's on the right-hand side, that'll fix it for you. Just in case you didn't know. All right. Everybody says everything's perfect. Great. Hope you enjoyed that song. Flat crack. And please put that flat crack down, guys. If you are a smoker of the flat crack, it is not healthy for you. Let's just say that. You start to get like, oh, man, I'm feeling a little woozy here. I think gravity's fake, man. Man, I think the sun is local, man, and it's small. It's not even a thing, man. It's like a focus point of light. I mean, we don't even know where the sun is, dude. It's like we don't look in the sky. We just look at the ground. That's it. Water finds its level. You guys know this. The stars never change. The moon has cold light. Don't you guys know? Here, take another hit. Take another hit. Yeah, isn't that great? The ice wall is all around us, bro. We'd fall off the earth if we were on a globe. We'd just fall into space. So that's how gravity works. Satellites are balloons. We know this. Gas pressure without a barrier is impossible. Okay? Eclipses are caused by a third item in space that we don't know about. It's a black body, Rahu Kehu. Don't you guys know this? All flat maps predict the 24-hour sun. Okay? Have you looked up at the moon? The map of the Earth is on the moon. There's no way we built Yankee Stadium in 1923. It's impossible. How could it take them 250 days, but it takes us now 3 years? Sorry. That's what happens when you start smoking the crack. You start smoking some flat crack, you are going to go south. Let's see how YouTube's doing. Or not YouTube, TikTok. See if we have anybody showing up here. Probably not. Doesn't look like many. But welcome to the show, buddy. We're going to be letting people come up and talk to me if they want. Now, there might be nobody that comes up. That is kind of the trend that we're seeing. And hopefully everybody in TikTok is no echo or anything. Go Battletron. I don't know what that means. Encourage your viewers to share your live. Please share it, would you? Hey, Jeran, I have rum to help with the derp coping. Everything is a cope, man. These guys are just in the Facebook comments. It is pretty gross. Pretty gross. Let's just say that. It's, and I wrote a Twitter post today where I just said, if there's anybody who knows that Flat Earth is done, it's me. So I don't know how it went for 10 years, everybody wanted to hear everything I had to say, believed everything I said, no matter what I said, just believed it, championed me, supported me. And then the second that you say, hey, we were wrong, no, they can't take that. So I hate to tell you guys that sometimes in life we are wrong. Okay. We are wrong sometimes. And when we are, we just have to admit it. It does no good to anybody to keep pushing something that is a demonstrable falsity. Tron is a flat earther. He's live now. He can come over here. I'm not going on anybody's live. I didn't know that they do little traps and little gay games over there at the TikToks. So I'll stay away from that. That is not truth. That is not pushing truth. That is the opposite of that. That is deception. That is deceiving people. That is little tricks of the trade, little traps. I mean, how can a truther be that? Doesn't make any sense to me. That's not the same thing. So is there more than me truthers? I think there's a few, but it's very few. I thought people were after the truth. Well, I found the shape of the earth, so everyone should be happy. Let's move on. Nope. We're going to have to sit and deal with these people for a while, it looks like. Let's check the chat over here at YouTube's. Still waiting for you to articulate what part of physical reality. I mean, Level Earth Observer, talk about smoking the flat crack. This guy has created for himself his own little world where he's like, I only believe in demonstrable reality, as if the sun that circled our fucking heads in Antarctica isn't demonstrable reality. This guy is one of the dumber people on YouTube. He shows up and just comments the same thing. It's the same copy paste every time. Oh, I'd still like to know what you saw that changes demonstrable reality. The sun that doesn't work on a flat earth. And you're not smart enough to get that. Leo, you need some help, my friend. I'm sure your views have gone down. Nobody even knows that you make videos anymore. Do you make videos? I haven't seen any. I guess I just don't pay attention anymore. So if you're still making videos, they're not making any kind of impact anymore. You're just done. Because why? Because the flat map, the only flat map that can exist in demonstrable reality is the AE map. The AE map has been debunked. Therefore, the flat earth has been debunked. It's easy, Leo. Figure it out. Like I told you in a comment recently, I wouldn't go to you if I needed advice on how to run a crane. Wouldn't go to you. I'd end up hearing some stuff about demonstrable reality, and it's like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? In order to be living somewhere, you have to be able to map that place. And if somebody tells you, hey, it's flat, and then you try to map it flat and it never works, guess what? It's not flat. That's it. Is there a model that correctly models the Earth that we see? Yes, it is called a sphere. And if there's only one model that correctly models everything that we see, that is correct. It is correct. All right. So, Leo, hopefully you enjoyed that. I'm glad you got to actually finally talk to me. I'm sure you're very happy. I didn't even know what his question was. What was it? Something about what have you done to... I want to see the question again. Does it even make sense? Still waiting for you to articulate what part of physical reality is refuted by your sky observation. The flat map, the flat world. Without a straw man to attack, you've got nothing. What do you mean? Without a straw man. Do you believe that the Earth is flat, Leo? Yes, I do. Okay, can you provide a map? No, I can't, because I believe in demonstrable reality. Okay, sorry, I almost said the R word. That would have been good. Would have been shut down from TikTok already. All right, so if anybody wants to come up with multi-guest, do I have to click it in order to offer it? Leo, you can come talk to me. Go to TikTok and, oh dear, oh my. Come to TikTok and talk to me. That's what the show is. You can jump on here and tell me about how when you see something that's impossible on the Earth, if it's flat, how that doesn't make a difference. We should just all just be like, oh, no big deal. Who do you talk to? Dave Weiss? Has Dave Weiss been telling you that it doesn't matter? Everybody who's been a flat earther for more than 5 years knows the importance of the 24-hour sun in the south. Now, just because you guys all want to lie and pretend doesn't mean I have to join you. Doesn't mean I have to join you. In fact, I refuse to. So go ahead and lie to people. Keep lying to children. That's what you're doing, by the way. Pushing flat earth. You're pushing lies to children that will hurt them in the future. So good for you. I'm proud of you. With demonstrable reality, though. Oh, that's different than what you're saying, because I believe in demonstrable reality, which is different. Nope, it's not different. You have to map the Earth. And if you can't jive with the sun, then that map is wrong. Guess what? The flat Earth can no longer jive with the sun, and it can no longer jive with the south. What part of demonstrable reality was refuted? The entirety of the south. How about half the Earth? That's what was refuted. Okay, the sun goes the wrong direction. Does that matter in your demonstrable reality, Leo? The sun goes the wrong direction in the south. It goes in a direction that is impossible on any flat map. Let me say that again. Everybody listen. Pull your ears close to the speaker. There is an observation that any one of you can go make, and that is that the sun moves a certain direction when it sets in the north and a certain direction when it sets in the south. They are opposite. Now, let's think about something. Have you ever heard of the law of non-contradiction? Okay, there's a law of non-contradiction. You can't contradict something, or you can't say two things are in the same place that contradicts each other, right? The same thing is true when it comes to the setting sun. You cannot have two people, one in the north and one in the south, looking the same direction, west, watching the same item, the sun, set for both people, but for those both people, that goes the opposite directions. That's a paradox. Unless you can figure out a way to change the orientation of the people so that what they see matches the model. What do you know? There's only one model that you can place people on that show them what we see. It's called a sphere. Welcome to the globe. Okay? Welcome to the globe, even if you want to fight it. Hey, can you hear my sound effect guy? Or let me see.
Science just took a massive dump on your fantasy map.
Did you hear that? YouTube, tell me if you heard that. Let me go see in the chat here. Just want to make sure that here he keeps going. This is illogical gold. I mean, you are so clueless. Maps. He needs a concept to deny physical reality. That's insane. What are you talking about? Dude, you cannot just say words. You're so dumb. How would you not need a map? What a, I'm not going to say it. Not going to say it. Yeah, you heard it? Okay, great. Just making sure. Making sure that we can, let's see. What does he have to say about Leo? Anything about Leo? Let's see.
That was embarrassing.
Right. Okay, good. Just making sure we're on the same page. We are on the same page. Let me go here and go to edit. That's a little loud. Where do I change this? Volume, options, main. Yeah, good. Default volume. Let's go down to like 70. Okay, now we're good. I mean, these guys are just so clueless. Look what they do. I mean, it's just disgusting. They just want to lie to kids because they want to make up little things, little stories. That we don't tell the shape of the ground by looking in the sky. Yes, we do. Oh, but the moon map is the map is on the moon. No, it's not. Oh, but the moon is transparent. No, it's not. Yeah, but Vibes of Cosmos saw a star through there. No, he didn't. Oh, well, I saw the moon in the daytime for 2 straight months. No, you didn't. But I saw the moon rise from the same spot 5 days in a row. No, you didn't. Stop lying. Stop lying. Please, if you could. I appreciate it. That'd be nice to you. And we're ready. Nobody's coming up. I mean, this is getting to be, we're going to have no more TikTok streams. So just so you know, somebody asked the other day, they're like, how come 100 or 1,000, a Flat Earth Live gets 1,000 views, whereas a Glober gets 100? It's like, well, yeah, of course, because every Flat Earther that's on TikTok, all they do is watch Flat Earth stuff. So, of course, they all assemble for their little circle jerk, if you want to call it that. Let me see if anybody's in the chat over here. Don't even have to go all the way to Antarctica. You do not. You just need to go to Punta Arenas. It'll show you enough. Actually, anywhere in the South Wall. My toilet proofs Flat Earth, and so does my garbage can. Thank you, Larry. It's, well, you added to the conversation, so it's pretty impressive. Where do I see how many people are there? I can't really see. Oh, 13. I see it. So nobody wants to come up. It is available, I believe. Do I have to press something? I don't think so. Let's see over here what we done. Can you articulate what specific thing I said is a lie? Me? You are making your own world where you're like, oh, I just believe in demonstrable reality. Okay, if that's true, then there is an observation that doesn't work on any flat map, and you're still a dumb flat earther. Do you understand that? Now, if you want to say I'm not a flat earther, I'm a demonstrable realityist, or whatever you say, then I don't care. What you say or what you think or what you feel means zero to me. Literally zero. Leo, you're worthless. You haven't made a good video in 6 years. So try that on. Share the live. Thank you, Rob Noxious. Appreciate that. Somebody jump on if you want to have a conversation. You notice Leo doesn't come on. He just sits in the chat and just hits copy, paste over and over again, rather than get up here and actually talk like a man, and he'll get humiliated. Because when I ask him how these things work in demonstrable reality and he has no idea, then he no longer believes in demonstrable reality because his demonstrable reality has been proven to be a joke. Okay? But this guy thinks that people watch him or care what he's got to say. They don't. I've already proved you wrong, jerkism, me, you, and Globy. What? I've already proved you wrong, jerkism, me, you, and Globy. I don't know what that means. You've proved me wrong, me, you, and Globy? Doesn't make sense. Can you guys try to make sense? If we're going to type something in the chat, let's make it make sense. It's not that difficult. It's not. Like proofread. You type something out, proofread it, look at it. Okay, there's right. Yeah, okay, good. If you don't do that, then don't be surprised when it sucks. Yeah, you see, he doesn't even take a position. How do you do that? Was that a Coriolis comment? No, there was none. Welcome, Tony Coriolis, by the way. Did you see I picked you as my favorite flat earther? Well, I think I said Josh Monday first. He was on my mind, then you. Earth is not flat. That's true. Yes, you're too cowardly to take a position. Yeah, there's no position of just saying, I believe in demonstrable reality, then go away. Nobody cares. That doesn't even mean anything. Who doesn't believe in demonstrable reality? Does anybody here not believe in demonstrable reality? Oh, so we're all the same as Leo? Okay, great. Leo, thanks. We don't need you. You're worthless. We all believe in demonstrable reality. That's how we determine whether or not we live on a flat earth or a globe earth. One of them is demonstrable reality. The other one is demonstrable bullshit. Which one do you think you believe in? I'll give you an idea. So you can't articulate. See what he just keeps saying the same thing. What a loser. So you can't articulate anything I've said that is a lie. It is a lie that you don't think it matters what we observe in your demonstrable reality. That's a lie. To show up here and be like, can you show us what? I've already told you. The sun goes the wrong direction. End of story. Can you explain it? You can't. Oh, then you're out. You lose. Nice playing. Wait, thanks for playing. You're out. Leo, you're as worthless as tits on a nun. Absolutely as worthless as tits on a nun. Actually, you're more worthless than that. Tits on a nun, you can still look at. They're like worth looking at and being like, not bad. Not too bad. But with Leo, it's not even worth watching his videos anymore. But what are you going to see him do? Make mistake after mistake after mistake on NASA stuff? He's clueless, saying like, oh, we can figure out the speed of this shuttle because it's flying by the land down there. Oh, that's not how it works, Leo. Wake up. But just keep getting things wrong over and over and over again, over and over and over again, over and over again. Go ahead. He can invite me? What do you mean? I don't know how to invite. Why don't you can't request? I think I did. Oh, is he here too? Oops, sorry.
Yo.
What up?
How are you, Russ?
You have a lot of noise back there.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Oh, I just didn't know what that was.
I was in the bathroom.
What's up, Unfornicated? Oh, go ahead. Are you having an echo or are you okay?
You all good? Can you hear me?
You all good?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Venus destroys your globe model.
What does?
Venus.
Venus?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
You can't see Venus. You shouldn't see Venus at all, one, but you definitely can't see it at 9 p.m. at night because it's sun facing.
Okay,
and
so
you surely can't see it twice, and you surely can't see it twice in a day, which they say you can.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you're wrong, though.
you can't
It's
see
demonstrably
Venus.
wrong. The reason
Pardon?
you're demonstrably wrong, let me explain why. You have not done it to scale. Go do it to scale on GeoGebra.
No, there is no scale.
There is a scale. What are you talking about?
There is no scale.
If you draw it
No,
on a piece of
why would
paper, hold
they-
on a second.
hang on,
Hold on a second. No, I'm not listening. I'm not letting you just say things that are false.
Okay.
If you draw it on a paper, if you draw the solar system on a piece of paper and then you draw it to scale, it makes a difference.
Okay,
you understand that?
how about I do it then? Okay, how about I do it?
Okay, go
I'll
do
do
it.
it for you. All right, I'll do it for you right now.
On GeoGebra.
All right, let's do it.
Okay. Go to GeoGebra. Are you doing it on the screen?
No, I'm not going to any site. We're just doing it on paper.
You can't do it. You
Let's do it
can
on
hold
paper.
on. You cannot do it on paper.
Hang on.
You
just said
cannot
draw
do it on paper.
You just said draw
You
it.
cannot
Let's
do it on
draw
paper.
Let's draw it. Hang on, you can't pull
It's
it out.
impossible.
You just said let's draw it.
You're not smart enough to realize.
You said let's draw it.
Wow.
Let's draw it.
Yeah, on
Okay,
GeoGebra.
ready? Let's draw it.
You
Okay,
can't.
here you go. There's
You
your sun.
can't do it on paper.
Look, there's your sun.
You are not very smart.
Right now, Venus is right there.
Goodness gracious.
Right? This is Earth.
Another shot at logic, and he bricks it hard.
But you said draw it.
On
Draw it.
GeoGebra,
Yeah.
the only place that you can scale
I
it.
don't need to do it on GeoGebra.
Wow.
Just need to do it logically.
Hold on a second. Can you
It's
hear?
common sense.
Stop for a second.
It's common sense.
It's,
If this
you don't.
is
You don't have any
down,
common
down,
sense.
And that's Sydney.
You don't have
You
any
ready?
common
That's
sense.
Sydney.
You don't have
Hang on,
any
that's
common
Sydney.
sense.
When we
Zero.
turn around the globe
So dumb.
at 6 a.m.
So dumb.
Hang on, just
For
listen.
fuck's
When you
sake,
turn
you're
around-
dumber than shit.
Hang on, when you turn around at 6 a.m., you
You're
see
so
it at
dumb.
6 a.m. in Sydney.
You're so dumb.
6:33, I think. 6:33
Science
a.m.
crossed him over so bad he spun
But
into
then-
a coma.
But then we see Venus again at 8 p.m.
You're so dumb.
How do you do that? How do you see that on a globe?
Did I tell you to scale it?
It's to scale.
What's
How
to
many
scale?
times can Venus,
What's to scale?
How many times can how many times can Venus fit into the sun?
I don't know.
1.6, 1.7.
What? Venus into the sun?
1.7 million times Venus can
Oh,
fit
well,
into
why
the
didn't you?
sun.
You forgot the word million. That might help.
Okay, so what scale do you want to use?
We have to go to GeoGebra so we can scale the distances correctly. You cannot.
Oh.
This guy's so clueless. He thinks you can scale the universe on a piece of
can't
paper.
See it twice. It doesn't matter what you do. It's sun facing.
No, he's
When
not.
I turn around, the sun is always on Venus. If the glare and the sun is so big,
You just don't get it. Unfornicated, are you
yeah,
there?
you don't get it. You can't see it twice.
No, this is your problem. You
Otherwise,
guys
I'd
are.
have to look through
You
the
guys
sun.
are drunk
But
off
I
of.
did. I'll
You
tell
have
you
been
what I did,
smoking
Jeran.
way too much
I'll tell you
flat
what I
crack.
did.
How much
I'll tell
flat
you what
crack?
I did on my
How much crack have
I'll
you
tell you
smoked
what I
today?
did on my thing.
How much flat crack
I'll tell
did
you
you
what I did
smoke?
on my thing.
How much flat crack have
So
you
I
smoked?
took a video. I did a video for 14 hours
14?
of me videoing.
How many is 14?
Venus through the sky.
Yeah.
Venus through the sky. 14 hours.
Yep. So that makes
Which
the
is completely impossible.
so that makes the Earth flat, I guess.
Pardon?
Does that make the Earth flat?
100%. How can you see?
You are
don't
smoking
understand.
so much flat
so
crack.
you understand, right? I'll tell you how it works, mate. I'll tell you how it works.
I don't need to hear from you. You don't have any clue.
So the sun, so this is how it works. The sun will catch Venus.
Okay, so everybody, let me explain to you why we have to get rid of people like that. He's just going to keep repeating lies to you, and I'm here to tell you I know how it works. You have to model it with the correct scaling, okay? And what he's thinking is he's thinking like there's a dark side of Earth and a day side of Earth, and that's the back of the Earth and the front of the Earth that faces the sun, when actually it kind of goes the other way. You have twilight to dawn, or dawn to twilight. So you can actually spin it around so we can see from the night side of Earth. It's not like you have to be, it's like they believe they live in a 2D world. The globe is 3D. Do you understand? Let's look at this globe here. Okay, this is a 3D globe. Okay, so it's not like you draw a line here and you say, oh, everybody over here can only see that way and everybody over here can only see this way. What if you're here? Do you not think that this person can see the sky that way? Why not? It's a 3D globe. How are people not able to get this? This is a 3D globe. This is what we would live on. Not a 2D piece of paper where you're like, oh, because this is what they draw. And like this makes any sense. They'll draw a circle and say, this is the dark part of Earth, and this is the light side. That's not reality. The globe is 3D. It has sides you can still see. So for instance, if you say the sun's over here and Venus is over here, okay, look again. So if the sun is here and Venus is here, oops, you might have somebody say, hey, they can't see it. They're on the backside of Earth and they can't see this guy over here. Put it on a sphere, not a circle on a piece of paper. Put it on a sphere and guess what? This person here can see that over there. So simple. And yet this guy wants to yell and scream and pretend like he has a clue. He doesn't have a clue. As if we haven't. See, this is the problem with you guys. You guys have just started. We've been through all this. We've done all this years ago. So let me see if Unfornicated's here. Unfornicated, you there?
Hey, what's up, Jeran?
How are you? How are you?
Good. I just sent you a quick. I'm doing great. I just got off with a long line stream for tonight and turned right on to you. So it was like
nice,
perfect.
So how do you explain this Venus that they think is an issue?
It's very simple. It's a lack of 3D spatial awareness. So it's an orbit in front of us, right? So so we can see it when it's on either side of the sun, and it also goes through phases. Explain why phases happen on Venus on a flat Earth. You should always be a dot.
Yeah, crazy. I think that if we bring up, I don't know if the eyes on the universe is actually to scale. I know that the planets aren't there like really large, but you might be able to get an idea from that. What is it called?
I have just a quick diagram that I can show you real quick.
Sure.
Here,
you want
to just switch it around here?
And I see people on the YouTube. I know you can't see what people on TikTok are doing, so if he brings it up and I'm able to show it, I'll somehow show it. But I don't know if it'll work.
Let's see. Turn on the camera. Damn, my connection won't let me turn on the camera today.
Oh, is it something I need to do?
All right. Well, I'd say I sent the link here. Let me send the link again to you real quick on YouTube, real quick, and I'll have you scroll.
Oh,
down.
you're sending it on YouTube. How are you doing that? In the YouTube chat?
I have you. Yeah, in the YouTube chat.
I'm not sure to let you send a link there.
Oh, you're right.
Is it a YouTube? What is it a link to?
It just links to it's a backyardstargazers.com, and it has just a diagram so you can see where into orbit Venus is to where we can actually see it.
Okay, just take out the .com from the link.
Like a 3D.
Just take out the .com and then put it in the chat, and I'll grab it. So I am looking at this eyes on the universe, and I can show people here in a second. Let me show you. So where is so there's Venus over there. Where's Earth? It's so ridiculous that people would think that that's something that they figured out that like nobody else has ever figured out. Oh, the Venus doesn't work, and we just left it alone. No, not the way it works. Okay, so here's the Earth. I'll show you guys 1 second. I'm just trying to get this lined up. Where did I lose Earth to? Okay, this is Earth. Now let's get in there. Too far. Can you click on it? Loading. Okay. So let me see if this makes sense to you now. Okay, so let me move this over here. TikTok, and we're going to see if this works today. We're going to go with Google Earth. No, this is going to be Chrome browser. Turn it on. There we go. And then turn off the image. All right, good. So you'll notice that if we're turning around, you can see that the solar system is going to be back behind there. Let's see if we can see where the sun is and stuff. Got lost here. Okay, there's the sun. Okay, so what they're thinking is that this side of the Earth cannot see over there, and this side of the Earth cannot see over there. But you're not thinking it's a 3D globe. So remember, this person can see there. Okay? And so if you do it by scale, which I'm not sure if this is exactly the scale. I've seen it done on GeoGebra. But let's turn around like this. Okay, so here's the scale of the universe, kind of. Let's move time and see if we can get Venus to come. Oops. See, what you're forgetting is that the Earth spins. That's what you're forgetting. No, it's funny. It looks like Earth's flat right there. Where's Venus? Saturn, Neptune, Mars, Mercury, Sun, Uranus, Venus. Okay, so this is a good example. So if you are here, can you guys see that good? It's hard for you to see. But if you're here, we can close this. So see Venus over here? And it's on the sun side, but look how far out it is. So somebody on the side of the Earth as it spins can see Venus at sunrise and sunset. Nobody's saying you can see Venus at midnight. Okay, nobody's saying that. This is midnight, right? If we get into the Earth facing away from the sun, so right here, there's the sun behind us. So this would be midnight for these people. Nope, get back here. What? I ran into a satellite, great. How'd that happen? I don't even know what I did. How do you get out of that? Shoot, go this one? All right, there. All right, so there, this is even better, up here. So you can see here, if you get with the Earth right there, so this is now, we're looking at midnight for the Earth. So the people on midnight cannot see Venus, but the people spinning around from morning or spinning around at night can see it. That's why they see it in the morning and night. All right, so you sent it in the chat?
Yeah.
Where are you? How long ago?
Towards the top of the recent window.
Oh, do I have it off again? I have it on top
Just look
chat.
for the red dot.
Yeah, but I have it on top chat, not live chat, and it always gives me only some people. You're not cool enough to be in there. The red dot is, I see ice bones, I see level Earth observer, Coriolis, unfornicated. Thank you. And so I'm just going to add the .com.
Yep, after Stargazers.
Okay. Let's see, paste, and we got to go back, stargazers.com. Oops. Okay, see if this comes up. All right, explain what we're looking at here.
Scroll down to where there's a little bit of a diagram that says when is the best time to observe Venus.
Okay.
Right there.
Got it.
Now, if you look at that, Earth is on the left, Sun is on the right, right, and Venus is above and below. So those are your spring and autumnal equinoxes is where it is in it. So it's an inner, like you're saying, it's an inner orbit. But at sunrise and twilight, you'll see it come up.
Yeah.
And you'll see it at sunset.
I think this is
depending on.
Yeah, I think this is the problem, though, is that people see this, and this does not work. Because what you're saying here is that somebody over here, can they see that? You'd say, oh, that's blocked by the Earth. But it's because this is actually way far away. So it makes a difference. It's not like right here. So anyway, but it is the same thing. You only can see it here and here. You don't see it when it's here. So people should get that. It's not a debunk of the globe. Let's just say that for sure.
The fact that there's phases is a debunk of flat Earth. And otherwise it's in the firmament.
Yeah. Did Simon Dan do a video on this? I thought he did, where he, I think it was him or somebody else, where they talked about that 46 degrees, which is something that you can't see it outside of that. Is it 46 degrees on both sides?
I believe so. It's symmetrical.
Okay. So yeah. So I mean, you might want to check Simon Dan's channel if you still don't understand that, but you can also model things on GeoGebra. And what that means is that you can't, in case you think you can draw the universe on a piece of paper or the solar system, you can't. It's not going to be to scale. It would be impossible, right? And so you can go to GeoGebra, though, and you can zoom in or out infinitely, which means you can make things to scale. So there's people who have done that. Because people, if you try and draw the eclipse, for example, on a piece of paper, you're not going to get the right rays coming off of the sun hitting the moon that hits the Earth. But if you do it in GeoGebra, you do get the right rays. It's because GeoGebra can scale. So let's see if anybody else wants to come on. I don't see.
So just interesting real quick, if you want to talk about scale, Griffith Park Observatory in Los Angeles has a scale model of the solar system right out front of its door. So those rings continue outwards into downtown Los Angeles because it's to scale.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy when you start putting things that way. You know, I was trying to explain, I think I was on Toon Show yesterday, and I was just saying that maybe what flat earthers need to see is if I drew let's say I had a ruler, and I went out in my driveway and drew a chalk circle, okay? Well, if I put that ruler up against the side of the chalk circle anywhere, it's going to show that there's a deviation from the straight. It's going to be curved. The chalk circle is curved. But if we then went and drew a chalk circle around my city, the entire city, well, then we'd take a ruler to the edge of the circle, and it would always be flat. It's that simple. You would not be able to tell with a city-sized circle that the ruler is no longer, it would match the chalk circle. And that's because of scale. And so can the Earth have flatness and it be a sphere? Absolutely. There's only 1/8 inch of deviation for every 660 feet on the Earth. And that goes over and over and over again. So if you're trying to look for water to curve, you're looking incorrectly. Water will curve around your body. Water will curve like that at a waterfall. But if you're looking for the oceans to curve, just remember it only curves an 1/8 inch every 660 feet. We can't decipher that. We can't even measure that. So if you kind of picture that, you kind of zoom away from the Earth, there's just a bunch of those stacked up. And then when you get back far enough, you're like, oh, the planet Earth is a sphere. But people are looking for they'll draw like a glass of water and put a hump in it. And they're like, well, where's the hump of water in the glass of water? Well, that's not how gravity works. You've now defied gravity by making that hump of water that can't exist. Water is going to be pulled down to the local gravity, which is going to be local wherever you're at. Jeran is a blatant liar. This live highlights that. He's illogical and dishonest, and he's made it obvious with his own words. Good stuff, champ. You are so irrelevant. It's so funny. You're so irrelevant. I don't think anybody cares, and I don't think that, what have I lied about? So now you believe also that Venus can't be seen? Is that what you're saying? Because we can show you to be wrong again. And you're getting good at that. I think that's why nobody watches the videos anymore, to be honest. At least I have an excuse that I completely turn my back on all the flat earthers. That's why I don't get views. I don't know what your excuse is. Demonstrable reality, you think it'd be picking up. I mean, I haven't heard anybody else in the world ever even mention that. So it's obviously not rubbing off on people. That's for sure. All right, let me see if anybody else is coming up here. I get TikTok over here. Have a couple people, please. TikTok, where are you? Lost my window. All right, here we go to multi-guest. What? Okay, good. Oh, it's Dirt Cuz. Dirt Cuz, let's make it quick. What's up, bud? Oh, I guess you gotta wait for them to come on.
Do I got background noise?
You do, yes.
Okay, I got him right next to a commercial fridge. I'll mute up. I'm here for support.
Thank you. I appreciate that. JSS Tiger for $5 says, we can see Venus just before sunrise on the horizon because we are literally looking at the inner solar system when we see the sunrise. So that's what I was trying to explain about the Earth spinning, and where you are when you see the sunrise is not going to be on the backside of Earth. So when we see Venus on the day side of Earth, it's because it's sunrise or sunset, and we're over on that side. That's why we see the sun. So if you can see the sun, which is in the middle, then would you be able to see Venus, which is outside by 42 degrees? Of course. It's not even difficult. So it's difficult to draw because you can't scale it unless you use GeoGebra. But that was so funny. He came on here. He thought he could draw it on a piece of paper. Oh, I'll just draw it. I'll just draw it. I'll just draw it. I just said you can't do that. And yet he still wants to do it. So it is getting, the flat crack is being smoked in just excess amounts. We need to slow it down, guys. Slow it down. Because you just start making claims like crazy. Like you think you figured out that Venus debunks the globe. Nobody's ever figured that out. Just you. You just figured that out, and nobody else even looked at it. Nobody tried to solve it. They just have left it out there as a mystery in physics. Nope, that's not what happened. Everything on the globe model is well explained. And here's the thing. Flat earthers have gone to the point of, I want you to imagine a scenario with me right now. Imagine that the globe Earth was taught to us, and when we said, what shape is the Earth? They said, you live on a globe. We're like, what? Really? Well, how does that explain the sun? And they said, it doesn't matter what the sun does. We said, wait, what? Well, our globe model doesn't account for the sun at all. What do you mean? Well, we can't explain the sun. Then get the F out of here. That's what we would say to globe believers. But instead, that's the flat earthers saying it, and they expect it to be okay. Oh, well, it doesn't matter what the lights in the sky do. Imagine if Glober said that. If we're like, hey, how come your globe model doesn't actually predict the correct star rotations? How come it doesn't predict the right? Then they just said, well, we don't look in the sky to prove the shape of the globe. We would laugh them out of town. Yet you guys think it's okay for you to do. Think how embarrassing that is. The globe Earth doesn't go around saying a nothing burger doesn't matter. The globe Earth goes around and explains every single thing we see. Do you not see the difference between that? Between a bunch of children who yell and scream on TikTok and have provided nothing, proved nothing, shown nothing, demonstrated nothing. They have no predictions at all. And they think they're going to take over. They think they're winning. Pretty sad. We've got Squeaky Eyes said, maybe you've seen it. Check out if the moon were a pixel, by Josh Worth. Okay, I'm going to look that up. If the moon were a pixel. Come on, it's breaking my pencil here. Dirt, cuz you want to tell people what you got coming up? Or did he leave? Oh, he's still there. If the moon...
Yeah, let me walk outside here.
Okay.
So, Caleb
Yes.
said he didn't want to review my observation unless I shot it 30 days in a row. That's not going to happen. But I am going to shoot it live. Looks like the weather's going to be perfect Wednesday and Thursday next week. So 5:30 a.m., just before sunrise, Hawaii Standard Time, I'm going to go live, hopefully both days. And this time I'm going to shoot it until it disappears when the sun comes up and it just vanishes.
Very nice, very nice. And then,
I did want to add one thing. You said that we can't measure, but the curve on the oceans.
Well, I didn't say we can't measure it. I said in 660 feet you cannot.
Yeah, right, absolutely. But when you stack the miles,
Yes.
it really makes it real obvious.
If you're looking like at the ocean covering items behind it or something, but as far as like actually seeing that curve, that's a little different.
No, you can't see it.
You can't see it, right.
You can see the effect of it.
Correct.
Though.
Correct. Exactly. So, and that's what I think people fail to realize is they're all trying to look for this curve because they must think we live on a basketball. And they're like, we should be able to see the land curving away from us, like if we lived on a basketball. But you are, and I've actually seen people who will put like little stick figures on a globe and they're trying to show things. And it's like, okay, you're going to have to change the scale. And then the same thing from TikTokers saying, well, until you can show me a ball with water sticking to the outside of it, time out. Do you not understand how gravity works and how the earth works in the model that they've given us? We know that you have to have a gigantic item, which then holds water to its surface like the earth. But if we don't have another gigantic item like that, how can I show you that? Why would you ask for that? It doesn't make any sense.
Scale. It's all scale.
Yep.
It's a major disconnect when it comes to the scale.
For sure. Yeah, and I don't know how to get it across to them because it took me a while. It took me a while to get it. I mean, the whole 1,000 miles per hour, I used to scream and yell about that. We're not spinning 1,000 miles per hour, but then...
Yeah, but it's one revolution per day.
Right. So this is how fast it's spinning right here. Let me show you this. This is basically it. This is how fast the Earth is spinning. That's it. You wouldn't even see it spinning. I
think you were actually spinning it too fast.
Probably. If I'm spinning this once a day, it's not going to move. We don't see it moving. So would people fly off this Earth if it was spinning this speed? Look at it. Would people fly off of it? Would water fly off of it? No, it's not even moving. We just are very small, and so we can't really comprehend that. And, that goes for everybody. There's really nobody on Earth that can really totally, I don't think anybody can fathom the size of the Earth, not as a planet. It's just so antithesis to our regular observations in our regular life, but it doesn't mean it's false, right? Just like I say, we don't feel little bugs in our stomach. We don't feel little bacteria crawling in our skin, yet we know that they're there. So it's not all these people want to tell me, oh, we just trust our senses now. All we do is trust our senses. You don't. That's not even true. You don't do that. Because if you trusted your senses, you wouldn't believe then. You should go around making channels called "There is no bacteria in my body." Because you certainly don't feel it. Your senses aren't telling you shit. You have to get a microscope. You have to have this bile taken out of your stomach. You got to, that's how you figure it out. So we can figure things out without just our senses, and that's it. And we actually do use the senses. We just use them with a magnifying situation to get more involved, which is the same thing. It's like using a telescope. Let me see if anybody else wants to come up here yet. Or Dirt, cuz, do you want to mention what you're going to do? Oh, you're just going to do that both days next week, 5:30 a.m. Hawaii time.
Yeah, and then after that, I'm going to have a live and explain some stuff. And then I'm going to exit TikTok.
It's probably a smart move. I might do the same thing. Is it 12 right now, or is it 1? I'm sorry. Is it? Is it 8 or 7?
It's 8 o'clock here.
Oh, so
8:05.
So it's only 2 hours back. Okay.
Yeah, it changes when you guys. It'll change again, and then you'll be 3 hours.
Have you ever?
It's hard for me to keep track of it.
Have you ever witnessed the Lahaina noon?
Sure, that's not just that happens anywhere in the tropics, not just Hawaii.
Right. And so all
you have to be so any place in the tropics will experience it. Yeah, absolutely. Twice a year we get it.
And that's when there's no shadow at noon.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's certainly not just Hawaii. Any place in the tropics will get it.
Exactly. Let me see multi-guest, see if there's anybody waiting. I wonder if anybody else has to deal with this. When I click a button on TikTok Live, it takes
Lahaina Noon
10 seconds, it seems like.
It has not anything to do with Maui. That's just the name.
Guest request.
It's any place in the tropics to the comments down there.
Yes, at a certain date, right? Technically.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, back to smoking space crack or flat crack is let's put the pipes down. And here's one thing I've noticed, and I'm just trying to be big brother here and tell you guys what I've noticed, is that the most appalling thing is that you flat earthers are letting everybody get away with saying anything in the flat earth. You're not a truther if you hear somebody say something that's false and you allow it because they're on your team. That's not a truther. You need to correct mistakes when people keep making mistakes. If some of you understand how planes work on a globe Earth, somebody tell Angels of Shite. Because he keeps getting debunked, yet he just keeps saying the same thing over and over again. He keeps saying the same thing. Well, plane would have to nose down. No, it doesn't. The direction of gravity changes. That downward vector changes every second that the plane's flying. So you never have to nose down. Yet he keeps saying it. So these are the things that at least with YouTube back in the day, when somebody would say something wrong enough times, it would get kind of corrected. Well, until Nathan Oakley came along and decided that he would just run his own game. But for the most part, if somebody got something wrong or somebody was saying something the wrong way, we would talk about it. Then they would fix it and come out with okay, this is how it works. So we would actually be getting somewhere. What you guys are doing is just allowing the same tired arguments that have been debunked years ago to just keep going. And rather than do what Dirt Cuz did, which is go out and actually do what you all claim you did. You all tell this story that you heard about flat earth, you thought it was dumb, so you went and you tried to disprove the flat earth, or you tried to prove the globe. That's what you all say. But if we asked any one of you what you've done, you wouldn't remember. You wouldn't even have a clue. What have you done? You mean you went and watched somebody's flat earth video? That's not trying to prove the globe is true. You need to actually do that.
It's like I told you today.
Yeah.
The main tenet of this is to learn the script, to learn everything, right?
Right. They want to have an answer for every question.
It isn't about doing any testing. That's 98%. Angel does. Angel works his butt off.
Well, that's good to know. Well, I mean, he also was on a live stream, though, where he said that we could see 2,500 miles. So that's not really possible.
Well, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that he's out there constantly doing stuff.
And good for him if he's doing that. Because if he's doing that, then he'll eventually come over.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
He started using Peak Finder, and I think sooner or later, if he steps up his optics, then I think he's gonna come face to face with it. Once you go a certain distance over the ocean, you can't help but see it. It's just there. It's an obstruction, and it doesn't go away.
I'm trying to see does Bob the Science Guy still have your video up? I just want to see, because I think that's where I got the picture of the, wait, where is this? Was it alive? Space program 9 days ago. I thought he did a video about you. Why don't I see
he called it Dirt Cuz's failed experiment.
Well, why don't I see it? I see space.
I don't know.
How many days ago would it have been?
Oh, I think that was a while ago.
I see it right here. I see it.
Closer to maybe a month ago.
Yeah, I get it. 2 weeks, it says, or 3 weeks.
Oh, is that it? Okay.
But I wanted to show that one observation where you can see the top of the hill, and then show where you can see how much you're seeing. But I mean, you did a great job, at least in. So which one of these is yours? Can you see the screen?
Yeah. None of those.
Well, none of those are.
These are all just random ones on the internet that have been compiled over decades. They just match mine. That was done by my neighbor, the one that's up right now.
This is yours.
Yeah, that's mine right there.
Okay, gotcha. Gotcha.
I'm the only one that's been able to resolve the antenna.
Nice. And how far was this distance?
Well, the distance from where I was to the antenna is 86.2 miles.
Wow, nice one. 86.2.
But the thing is that 3,000 feet of the island's missing.
Right.
And it's not just that it's 3,000 feet in height. If you look at my video overlaid on the island, there's less than 5% of the island showing.
Yeah, so he's showing here, if you can see this. I don't know if it's big enough for people to see, but you can see down here that this is his actual video chopped and placed here, and this is all you're seeing, that little tiny piece of this entire island. Which
Year
like
after year. And that picture doesn't do it justice because you can't see the whole island, how big it is.
So it's seeing about this, and then
Yeah, there's Big Finder. Yeah.
and then the whole thing is like, yeah. So this is you're not seeing any of this island. So again, it's not. Go ahead.
It is. Let me. There's a photo I got. Let me. Shoot. I don't know how to use my camera when I'm not on my own live.
Oh.
But I got a photo where I show the whole island, left to right.
This one here.
So they can. No. Where I took my video and I put it over a Google Pro, where you can actually see how small the video is compared to the entire island.
And so, like, how much are we seeing here? How much more than what you saw?
No, this is exactly what I saw. I'm just in tighter than that, right?
Okay, gotcha.
This was done with a telephoto lens. Same with these. Mm-hmm. But I was using 3,910 millimeter focal length, so I was getting right up in there, and I had to piece it back together in Photoshop because I get less than half a degree field of view at a time. So I have to pan, left and right to get what they get with just one image.
Wow, that's huge then.
Yeah, it's huge. Yeah, it was actually a long process to piece it back together without using
Jeran
stitching
has called me
software.
a big fat dirty liar.
Sorry. What now?
I didn't want to use stitching software because I didn't want to have any blending happening, right? I didn't want anybody complaining that I used some software to stitch it back together, so I did it by hand. Wish I knew how to use my camera when I'm not in my own life.
You mean like film the screen? Yeah, you can just. I did it the other day.
So I'm only when I'm shooting 4K video, right? And I only have a half a degree field of view.
Right.
So when I want to go back, right, and capture just one static image of what I saw, it must be 20 some frames.
Oh, got you.
Okay, and they all have to be assembled. Now I can do it automated using stitching software. I can take my time and do it by hand, with anchor points in Photoshop.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I did, so that nobody would complain that anything funny was happening.
Right.
And I have all the files on it, but I've been accused of all kinds of stuff.
Oh, we all have. I mean, of course. But I think that anybody can. This is the great thing is anybody can go do it.
Absolutely.
That's the best thing. Same thing with most observations. I mean, nobody's trying to say, "Oh, this is a one-time thing." It's the only time you can actually see this. It's like what?
Well, I've been told that this is that this is a unicorn.
Yeah, right. So, what do they think? Sometimes you can see the bottom.
You can't ever.
No, ever.
Never.
Same thing that whatchamacallit said. There's one of these TikTok guys who said, "Oh, here's looking across Lake Michigan, and you can see the buildings in Chicago all the way down to the bottom." No, you cannot. No one's ever seen that. So stop lying, please.
Yeah, they just need to step up the optics, and then they're going to see exactly what's happening.
Yep.
That's focal length rules in long distance photography. Focal length is the king, and People don't understand that. The P900, 950, 1000, and 1100 have a 539 millimeter glass lens. That's it. That's all it's got. It's got a counterintuitive, micro small metal oxide sensor. Less than a quarter of an inch by less than 3/16 of an inch. People don't understand. It's like this, hey, it's the Globe Buster. You know, it's called a bridge camera because it bridges between point and shoots and DSLR cameras. But I don't want to knock it. It's still a good camera.
It's decent for some things, but they're not nearly a telescope.
No, not at all.
Not even close.
But I was running a P1000 on my last two observations in near infrared, and it could not pick it up, but the scope did.
I wonder if Ruhif is around. Are you here, Ruhif? Are you around? Probably not. I'm trying to find something on his. I can't remember what we did with the San Clemente footage. I thought it was in a Telegram group, but I can't find it. Let's see if he's around. Seen yesterday, 11:21. Anyway, we did a San Clemente observation, and we thought we caught the whole island, and we told everybody we caught the whole island, and then we came back, and Ruhif went and did the angles of it, showing because we had the sun setting behind that mountain, behind that island, and he showed that. Oh, he did say it right here. He is right here. I just see him. He read this. Where are you at? There he is. Oh no, he's not there. Sorry, I lied. Ruhif. That's weird. I wonder why it shows that he saw it, but then it doesn't show it down here. All right, I guess not. Anyway, we did this San Clemente Island. This is what he's showing you here. And you can actually see it. I don't know. You probably can't see it because it's secondhand, but if you see this right here, that is what we thought was the island of San Clemente, which should be well behind the curve. And we thought we saw the whole thing. And then we came back and he showed how you can tell how wide the sun is. We know it's a half a degree. And then you can figure out what portion of the island you're actually seeing. And when you draw it out, you can actually see, after all, it is, oh, that's a good picture. So the one thing that should have caught us, I don't know if you guys can see this, it's in infrared, but it's hard to see, is this is a water tower right here. See that water tower? And you can actually see how tall it is. It's about as tall as my mouse cursor. Pretty tall. Now let's go to, I want to show you how we didn't see this, but if we go to San Clemente Island, and we look at some pictures of it. Okay, let's go images. See if we can find that image of that water tower. Somebody show me the water tower. All right, so this here, let's see if we can see the water tower here. Can't even see it here. It's too small. It's too fast and too something. I don't know the wrong one. Let me see if we can find it. I did see some images of it before. But when you see it, you're going to know like, oh, obviously the water's covering a ton of that island because, come on, where is it at here? Let's see if we can find it. Usually it's like a picture. Oh, we could go to Google Earth too. I don't see it there. I need like a side view. I don't see it anywhere there. Nothing there. Let me see if we go San Clemente. So this is kind of showing it here. Can we see if we can see the, oops. No. Don't want to go there. Anyway, when you see it, you'll notice that it's at the very top and it's tiny. I mean, I could show you on Google Earth, but that's about the best I could do, unless I could see. Let me put San Clemente water tower, see if that'll come up. Water tower. But you'll see that this is what will happen if you go out and do these observations yourself. San Clemente Island. Okay. So it is so small. Why can't we see it anywhere? Why don't they show me pictures of it? Like this picture probably has it somewhere on there. But it's like so small. This else, you can't even see it. It's like at the top of one of these things. And that just tells you when you go back and look at my picture that we took, we were just taking a picture of the very top. I searched for water tower. Why wouldn't it just show that? So it's showing this.
So what's that distance? Was that like 30 miles?
Oh, no, I want to say it was like 90.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd have to check. Let me check the map one more time just to make sure I'm not. It's certainly not 30. It's a lot more than that. Where is my Google Earth opening? It's got to open on one of these. Oh, there it is. Google Earth, thank you. All right, so if we go down here, we were in, we were in San Diego here-ish, and then we went to the shore here, And I think we took that observation from about, we were at this parking lot that was in here somewhere. Anyway, it's close enough to here. It's like a parking, maybe it's right here. Yeah. So this is where we were for that observation. So we were at this parking lot and we were looking out at San Clemente, which is, which one's San Clemente? I always get confused. This is San Clemente. All right. So we were looking here. So it's between 60, 70 miles-ish. Yeah. Now, if we spin around here, and we just, now I'll show you the water tower. Watch. So if we get down here, I got to make sure I'm not set to a different elevation. Let me go Tools, and elevation is 1. Okay, good. Okay, so if we get down here and we look at this water tower, you're going to see, where is that? Okay, it's this right here. Oh, maybe this one. Where's the water tower? Is that it? I can't even see it now. It's one of these on the side of this hill. Here it is. Okay, so look at how little this is. It's tiny. Do you see that? Oh, wait. Sorry, guys. You can't see it. My bad, my bad, my bad. If I switch to Google Earth, I have to switch my thing. There we go. Now you see it. All right. So this is the water tower. Look at that. It's tiny, tiny, tiny. If we kind of look up here, obviously this is... So, I mean, it is like a little thing like this. So what we were really seeing is like this part of the mountain. The very top. Go back and look at that. If we bring this up and go back to my video with here.
That's why it's nice to do an overlay.
Yeah, exactly. And I usually you would have this if I was, yeah, you can see it here. Again, look at, this is the tower right there. And
Okay.
and yet this is the tower on Google Earth. It's this one right there. So it's so tiny. And, you know, when you measure it, it's like you're seeing this much of the mountain. Basically, 1/10 of it is all you're seeing. And then if you go do the math, so what did we say the distance was again? 75 miles to there?
60,
Wait, it's 60 what?
70.
Yeah, 65 to there, and then 70 to here. But if you then go look at those distances, so if we go to the, and by the way, I think people should stop using go to Metabunk's curve calculator because it will help you with refraction. So just go type in Metabunk curve, and I'll bring up the right.
So you don't use that Walter Bislin one?
I don't, because I don't like to move refraction with the little. I feel like that's kind of cheating. Whereas this one's
Well, they got a button that says standard.
oh, okay, so it's the same kind of thing then. So you go advanced. So we said we were like 65 miles, and we were viewer height. We were like, I want to say it's 300. I guess I can check real quick. I forgot what it was. It was 300 or 100. I don't remember. Let's see where we're at here on the side. We were at here, so that is 120-ish. Okay, here plus the camera. So let's go 130. And then go click this button advanced, and then it gives you. So the refracted hidden height is 1424. And then when you do the, I don't know what the height of San Clemente height is. I forgot all these things. This was a long time ago.
1,965 feet
Thank
for
you.
Mount Thirst.
There you go. So 1,900 feet. So again, Metabunk says that 1,424 should be hidden. And so you should only be seeing the top 500, and it matches what we saw. So again, you can't keep having that happen and not start to jog your mind to think, well, how could it be that we keep seeing the globe predicting what we see? And again, is it exactly right? No, because we're using the refraction. And again, this is over water too. So if you're over water, you actually can expect more refraction than standard. Standard is, what is this? Your live will end. Why? Detected inactivity during your live. What? I'm active. I'm here. Hello. All right, let's get it back over here. Maybe it's too many things on the screen. All right, so this is your there. Let's see if anybody else is trying to come up. I don't know. Guess I don't want to come up and talk. I could just talk all day. Nobody. Let me go back to this chat, see what everybody's doing over on YouTube. If they've got any questions, comments, concerns, or else we can call it a Friday night. Just joined who's on the call. Nobody's really on. Nobody wants to come on. Dirk, cousin, Jeran, who would have thought? Keep up the good work, guys. Thank you. Yeah, who would have thought this? Who would have thought? I was on with
I
two
want to
last
ask
night.
you something, Jeran.
Yeah.
So last Friday, you didn't come on till Saturday.
Yes.
And this Friday, I was looking for you at 3:30,
I know.
and I'm going down. I took a nap.
Well, I forgot that I took my truck in to get fixed today, and then I told the guy I need it tomorrow for sure, and it just kept delaying. I kept calling him at like 2, and he's like, "Oh, it's still not ready yet." I'm like, "Oh, well, I need it because I knew if I started my show, then the car place closes at 5." So then I would miss getting my truck and I wouldn't have it for tomorrow. So I had to wait until I picked it up, and then I picked it up at 5 and then came home, and then we went a little bit late.
I thought maybe you just weren't doing it because Caleb was live or something.
Was he live today?
Yeah, he does his thing. I can't see it anymore. He's blocked me.
Oh, boy.
Yep. I guess to get unblocked, I need to shoot 30 days in a row.
I think you need to do 40.
He's funny, that boy, I tell you.
Well, I mean, it's again, so think of what Caleb's saying. Caleb is sitting there saying things that if the Globe said, we would never allow it. If
Absolutely.
If imagine the Globe, we said, hey, this doesn't match the Globe, and then the Globe said, well, we can't actually make determinations from observations anymore. What? What do you mean? We can't explain the sun. We don't look in the sky.
He actually said that. I caught him saying it live on a one-on-one in this guy's live named Himothy.
Jeez.
And he was against talking to Pope, and he did this little demonstration, I think with a quarter on a table or something, and he says to Pope, I think we can both agree that since objects disappear bottom up on a flat surface and a round surface, that observations are not a good argument.
Oh boy,
That's his statement.
that's crazy. That's crazy stuff.
Yeah.
I just pulled up Andrew Marsh's site because it's a great site for learning, and it taught me so much, and it really made me realize, this is what made me realize how perfect the Earth is as far as the symmetry of it. Let me find the right one. I always get the Dr. Andrew Marsh map. I always forget it's a 3D sun map. Oh yeah, so it's this one. Here's the good one. No, this one. Yeah, let's go here. All right, so watch this. Let me bring it up so you guys can see. On TikTok and YouTube, you should be able to see both whenever I do it. Yeah, and then TikTok, we got to go here, and we got to take off multi-guest. All right, so you can see, yeah, good. All right, so we're going to go into this app, and I want to just show you something, because this is the disproving of the flat Earth. It cannot be flat, and this is why. Okay, so this is a model of the Earth that uses a spherical model, and this is the path of the sun, that yellow band, okay? So I just want to show you that if we start up here in the North Pole, so let's go up to the north. We don't need to go all the way to the North Pole. We'll just go past Greenland up here. So we're up here. Okay, so when you're in the north, like right now, and it is, what month are we in? We are in January. Let's move ours to, we'll go to June 21st. Okay. Now, if you're paying attention here, you'll see that the sun stays above the heads of everybody in the north in June, and we can just take this and go time and watch the sun go around. Okay, so there the sun goes. Now, pay attention here. If you're inside that circle, okay, the sun goes left to right no matter what you do. You cannot change that no matter which way you look, nothing. The sun goes around you left to right when you're in the north. Okay, you see that? Sun's going around you. And it doesn't have any earth to run into, so it doesn't get occulted. So then if we start taking this marker and we move it down, watch what happens to the sky. So you're going to see that the sky starts bending around that person. You'll now see it's tipping up, tipping up, tipping up. But notice that what doesn't change is the fact that the sun moves left to right. So we can watch it here. It rises left to right and it sets. See, it's setting left to right. And what I mean by left to right rising is if we turn around and look at the rise, it's rising left to right. There it goes, left to right, right? Left to right. Okay, so that's the case for the entirety of the northern hemisphere. Okay, so if we keep going with this marker, keep dragging it down, we're going to notice that the sky keeps unfolding until we get to the equator. There we are at the equator. Now the sky goes up and down straight. So move this and watch the sun. It goes up and it sets straight down. Okay, that's because you're on the equator. So if we move more south, what this does is it proves the flat Earth. It proves Leo. It proves all these guys that think that there's still a chance. This is why Caleb will not address this. Angels of Shite will not address this. Dave Weiss will not address this because it is the debunking of the flat Earth. As I move this down, watch the sky go the other way. So now the sky tilts the other way, and if we move the daytime, it now sets, let's see which way are we looking? We're looking west. So when the sun sets, it sets right to left. Okay, so here comes the sun, it rises, now it's setting right to left. Okay, well here's the problem with that. That is impossible to model on any flat map ever. Because it's the same item, it's the same sun. So how can two people be seeing the sun go in different directions if they're looking the same direction? Well, it's only when you put them on a sphere that it makes it work. So as we keep going down, you'll notice that you can go down until it pops out, and again, now you notice that this orbit path doesn't hit the Earth again. And that's why in the south, if we go to December 21st, right there, you have no sun. Again, this is why people saying, oh, Jeran, you went somewhere else. They didn't take you to 80 degrees south. No, they had to because here's Punta Arenas. We flew south. We saw sea ice. Then we saw the continent. Then we went inland. And if we go to 79 degrees right there, okay, so that's about where we were with Union Glacier. Now you'll notice that the sun is here. Now, if we go to December 14th, the date that we were there it was, December 14th. Okay, look at the sun. This is exactly what you see in all the footage, the low and the high. Now I want to show you how I figured out that the South exists, that the South Pole exists, that we were wrong about flat Earth. When I was sitting here in this circle in Antarctica, watching the sun go around, I said to myself, oh, wait, so we know wherever the sun's at its lowest is dead south. So let's go ahead and do the time till we see the sun get dead south. Okay, so we go right there. Now we're dead south. Okay, and I knew that that lowest part means it's the south. So I said, oh, if we start walking towards that location, every 69 miles, this sun will pop up 1 degree. That's how the Earth works, every 69 miles. So if you take this now and move it forward a little bit, watch that sun pop out a little bit. Okay, so we're going to come this way as we're walking towards it. See how it's raising up? So if you kept doing that, you would eventually reach a place where the sun no longer has any angle difference. So right now we still have an angle difference. We would keep going, we would keep going, we would keep going. Now, when you found the spot where it's even like that, that is the South Pole. And guess what? If somebody was coming from anywhere else on Earth doing the same thing, meaning you're over here in Australia following the southern sun, you're in anywhere following this lowest part of the sun, you would all end up here because the Earth converges, the lines of longitude converge at the South Pole. And what does that remind you of? Exactly the North Pole. Same thing. So anybody telling you that the Earth can be flat is lying to you. It can't. Leo, lying to you. If he's saying that the Earth is flat, he is lying to you. It cannot be flat. And I hate to be the one to have to tell you, because I know that I championed flat Earth for 10 years. But I championed it because I thought the South was a lie. I went down and found out we were wrong, so now we need to face the facts. The South is what we were taught. What were you taught about the South? Oh, it's the opposite of the North. It's 2 halves of a sphere. That is correct. That is correct. So, I mean, it's sad to have to be able to, okay, so anyway, I'll just finish this off. So you'll see once you're at this point, it's the same for everybody. So if we move our guy now, let's see where this map is. We're going to move our guy over here instead. Okay, so now we're over there. Remember, it's the same thing. So you would just wait for the sun to get to its lowest spot. There it is. And then you would walk towards it. Now we're walking towards it. You would eventually get to a place where it's even for and guess what? That same person that walked from over here would end up at the same place you did. There's no question. There's no question anymore. And it's the Earth tells you the shape of the Earth because, or the sun does, because no matter where you drop this person, let's say we just dropped him somewhere. We go, oh, you're blindfolded and we drop him here. Whoops, I think I'm in North Pole now. Let's get to where there's land. What's going on? Oh, here we go. So let's say we just drop this. Why can't I move this map? All right, there. So we just drop it somewhere over here, wherever you're at. If you could just look at the sunset, so turn around and say, okay, I want to watch the sunset. And which way are we looking? We're looking at east, so we're looking west. So we're watching the sunset. So when the sun sets like this, and you go, oh, the sunset's moving right to left, therefore I'm in the south. And then depending on the severity of that angle, so notice this is kind of almost straight up and down, I would know that we're at about 10 or 15 degrees south. If you fell down further here, watch how it unfolds. See it going this way? So the more steep that angle, if you saw it like this, where the sun's barely setting, and this is what we saw in Punta Arenas. Look, this is going to be even with Punta Arenas. I could just tell by looking at that we were even at Punta Arenas because when we were here, which is about there, this is what we saw. Go back and watch our live stream. This is why I knew before we went to Antarctica, like, oh shit, we're in trouble. Pay attention to this. This sun is setting right to left. Do you realize that if you're here looking towards, think of a flat map, Australia is to your right. See up here where I'm at? I know you can't see my mouse. Oh, you can. But if you kind of picture, you can't turn this on. No. But if you kind of picture, Australia would be over to the right on a flat map. But the sun is going left. It's insane. So if you go here, we're going to go through time. Now watch, it comes up, it sets. We saw the light. So when it set like this, we were standing right here at the shore and we could see the light going across the horizon and then it rose here. Now think about this. In this time that the sun does this, so watch. In the time that the sun goes like this and this, it brought light to Australia. Do you understand that that means the flat map is gone? Give it up. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing for everybody. Let's read the TikTok people all crying and they're saying that I'm lying and it doesn't make any sense and it's to be funny. Globe Earther from the start, they're actually a bottom south-southwest. I don't know what that means. However, you guys are on. I love nuclear physics. Okay. What size is this? The site is called, I just searched, it's called Dr. AJ Marsh .bitbucket.io. I can put the link in there. Let me see if I can put it in there. It's a great site. He's got all kinds of models. If you go to his site and then you pull up, I think it's one of these buttons up here. I think that the other one's even better. I'll show you the other one. It's even my favorite. Okay, that's should work there. Okay, so I'm going to go with, I just type in PD. It's on my computer, but if you go to PD Earth, oops. I think this model's even better because this one shows you that this is just insane that what's going on? PD. Oh, there it is. Okay, so this is the unbelievable PD. I don't want that one. I want the SunPath 2D. Okay, this one. No. What is going on? PD Earth. This one. Earth Sun. There we go. All right, so this one is incredible because it just teaches me so much. And I've shown people this a million times. That number one thing that I think is incredible, no matter where you go on the Earth at any time, if you are on the same latitude, so notice I'm putting this latitude line here. We're at 28 degrees. If you notice over here, it says that there's 12.25 daylight hours. Watch as I move that around the globe. It doesn't change. Everybody on the same latitude line every day has the same exact amount of daylight hours. That is impossible on a flat Earth. Okay. Now, if you wanted to figure out this, let's go up a little bit north. Let's go to, I don't know, 48 degrees. So there we'll look at, and we'll change the date to, let's go with October. Is that good? Does that have 10 hours? Let's go 9 hours. Okay, so November 13th, here we are. And actually, it's better to do the solstices because we'll go to winter solstice. All right, so you'll notice here that at this latitude line, which is 48.2, the daylight hours is 8.20. Now, if I take this and move it, it's going to be 8.20 for the entirety of that latitude line, right? So now, watch this. If I go, this is how the Earth cannot be anything but a sphere. So if I say to myself, well, then let's go to the June solstice. Remember, this was 8.2 hours on 48.20 on the winter solstice. So now we're just going to change it. We're going to change it to summer solstice by going to, where does it say use dates again? Dates, useful dates. So we're going to go summer solstice. Now they moved it there. Now we're going to change our location to the opposite hemisphere. So we're going to go to negative 48.20. Okay, 48.3. Let's make it a 2. Get in there. Okay, now we're at 48.20 there. And we have the date changed. So what do you think the daylight hours are for this place now? Any guesses? And look at what it says. 8.20 hours. It's over. If you're smart enough to recognize what I'm saying, you understand that flat Earth is done. Give it up. This would be impossible. You can go verify this. You can go check if this is correct. It's not lying to you. Okay, they can't lie to you about where you live because you have eyes. If they give you a map and say, here, you live here, you can take that and go see if it jives with the real world. If it doesn't, you don't live there. Guess what map, when they hand you, doesn't jive with the real world? The AE map. The AE map cannot explain anything that we see in the sky anymore, so throw it away. Is there another flat map? There never will be. The AE map is the only one. Throw it away. Does that mean flat Earth gets thrown away? Absolutely. Absolutely means flat Earth gets thrown away. And the quicker people realize that, the better. Because otherwise, it's just going to be a bunch of nonsense and yelling and screaming and hating each other. And for what reason, really? None. You know, I thought I had a... Oh, there we go.
And there it is. The sun is just circling their head day after day after day. This is not good news for flat Earth. Wait, they say it doesn't matter.
Oh.
They reject the falsification.
Oh.
It was fake too. Possibly a plasma laser ball. It doesn't matter anyway, but they faked it in an Amazon studio.
Right.
Nothing burger. Water is level.
This is what you guys don't understand is you've got people saying that it doesn't matter when it is the crux of the flat Earth. Anybody who's been here for 10 years, like I have, 9 years, 8 years, we all know that the South couldn't be what they tell us, or else the flat Earth doesn't work. And yet you go and check, and it is exactly what they tell us. So what are you going to do from there? It is no longer a possibility that the Earth will ever be flat. End of story. It sucks, but that's just the way it goes. It's just the way it goes.
Hey, do you remember when that one fella that was down there with you, Dave, and
McKeegan?
he was showing. He took a adjustable solar filter, right? The adjustable ones, in his hand off the camera. And he showed the reflection of the sun in a window on one of the buildings down there.
Yep.
Do you remember him doing that?
Yep, because he was checking whether it was polarized or not.
Well, he was showing the difference between what a reflection of the sun is,
Right.
and what the real sun is.
Correct.
And he was going back and forth. I wonder if anybody else paid attention to that.
No, it's great because, I mean, this is why we did all those things down there. Is we knew that the questions that would come up if we saw it was, is it a reflection? Is it an apparent sun? And the things we came up with, well, is if the sunspots stay the same throughout the entire 24 hours and somebody in the north can observe those sunspots just flipped upside down, then that's the end of it. It can't have reflected. Here's another thing, guys, is that I keep hearing people say, well, couldn't it be some sort of reflection off the dome, a dome refraction, a double-edged mirror reflection with a two-way mirror? It's like, listen, if you believe in God, then you have to believe that God did not deceive you on purpose. What you're saying is that God made the world that is answerable in one word, sphere. It answers all the questions, but it's actually not true. It's actually a double-domed, double-mirror reflection off of the dome. That's ridiculous. Why would God make the world have to do all this crazy shit when one word solves it all? Sphere. This is not made up. Another thing I've been telling people, you're making it sound like the globe is the most preposterous thing ever and it's made up out of nothing. You cannot tell a lie that is preposterous. Nobody will believe you. So if you say to somebody, like I said, if I I leave the house at 5 o'clock, I get home at 7, and my wife says, where were you? And I say, I was in Zimbabwe. That is not a good lie. She's going to be like, no, I mean the last 2 hours. I was in Zimbabwe. You can't get there and get back in the time.
That's a fucking funny.
So, but you spoiled everything because you told a shitty lie. So what you guys believe is that the earth was flat and somebody came along and said, I know what we'll do. We'll convince them they're on a spinning ball in outer space that's flying around the sun at a crazy, and the sun, well, let's say it's 867,000 miles wide. That's insane. If they just made it up. The reason that we have all those facts and figures is because it's been tested and shown to be consistent. So that's the difference, is that you're making it sound like they just made it all up. Oh, it's spinning ball with water sticking to it. That doesn't make any sense. Well, again, they didn't just make it up out of nothing. There's people on the earth that can test those things and do it for a living. There's people that are, because again, here's what you have to believe. You have to believe that Dave Weiss and Angels of Shite are smarter than every single physicist in the world. I tend to think that's pretty fat chance of that being true. Now, again, are they smarter than some physicists? Maybe. But all of them, we have to believe is that physicists are so dumb, people who went to school are so dumb, that they were indoctrinated and they just, not one of them ever said, I'm going to look into this thing here, or I don't think this matches my observation. No, nobody's ever done that. So why is that? It should make sense to you that if the earth were what we thought it was originally, they couldn't have hidden it for very long. And again, if you want to look at lines of longitude in the south, below 53 degrees, you're off by 4 times. It means every distance that the globe tells you, the flat earth is 4 times that distance or more. That is not able to be hidden. You cannot have a plane think it's going 800 miles, but it's really going 3,200 miles. People would die in a week. It'd be over. Their gig is up. So let's get on to real conspiracies. Think of all the things. I want you to think about, like, I was thinking the other day, think how much time has been wasted on the Charlie Kirk assassination. I want you just to think of everybody who has been looking into it, been watching Candace, been watching all these shows, been watching all these channels, talking about it, figuring it out, looking at footage. Think of the collective human time that has been wasted on something like that. Now, think about the same thing of the flat earth. Think of the collective human consciousness man-hours that have been invested. I get sick to my stomach. I put 10 years into this. That is disgusting. What a waste of time. And I'm afraid for you guys, and I feel bad for myself because the longer that you stay in, the longer I have to try and get you out. But it's like, just end it. You're not getting anywhere. If you're a TikTok flat earther, what have you accomplished in the last 4 years? If you're somebody who runs lives, what conclusions have you reached? What truths have been uncovered? None. You're wasting each other's time. The time is the most limited thing we have on this earth. Don't even look into how much time you have left till you'll die, because it's very little. And you're spending it yelling at each other in lives about the shape of the earth. And you might say, Jeran, you're doing the same thing. I get it. I have a penance to pay. I got people into this, so I've got to get them out, or at least feel for my own soul's sake, my own conscience sake, that I did the best I could at getting people out. So that's why I'm doing this. And I think I'm going to be like Dirk Cuz. I'm just going to leave. I'm just going to leave because it's not worth it anymore. Imagine waking up every day and having everybody that formerly knew you, liked you, calling you a liar, calling you a sellout, calling you, and they're wrong. That it's the most embarrassing thing to watch. all these people coming at me, calling me a liar, we didn't go on the trip, this and that, they're just all wrong. The trip was 100% above board. So to me, if you're wondering why I no longer have any respect for flat earthers as researchers, it's because they're horrendous. They're horrendous. They came to the conclusion that our trip to Antarctica was fake or done in a studio. Now, did they reach that conclusion? No, they just listened to their flatties like Eric Dubé or, what's his name, King Nico, those kind of guys that just didn't even look into anything. They just said, oh, they think this is evidence. Oh, let's go look and see if things can be faked in a studio. Oh, I found a video that they made this movie, The Mandalorian, in a studio, in Amazon Studio. Okay, therefore that's what they did. That's not evidence. It's not, because somebody can fake something is not evidence that we faked it. But that's what you guys think. And you run around saying that's the evidence that, oh, well, I've seen that it's in a studio like they have at the Sphere. What do you mean? Yeah, they have a Sphere in Vegas that you can project things onto the walls. What does that mean that we did that? It's just, you're so confused. Just because somebody can fake something doesn't mean it's fake. You have to have better evidence than that. But again, I don't expect flat earthers to have good evidence anymore. They're not good at that. They're not good at that. If they did, they would have more evidence than the earth is measured flat below our feet, water finds its level, and we see too far. All of which are globe points. Do you understand? The globe answers them fine. Why is the ground measured flat below our feet? Because it's really big and below your feet it's flat. Oh, why do we see too far? Because you don't live in geometry land. You live in an atmosphere, and the atmosphere acts like a lens, and it magnifies things and allows light to bend, and you see further. Well, what about the water lies level? The globe says the same thing. Water is level. Everywhere you are, water's level. So your best three evidences are globe evidence. So what is the exclusive flat earth evidence? What is the thing that flat earth answers that the globe cannot? I don't think there is one. So just recognize that you are barking up the wrong tree. You are climbing up a hill. What do they say? You're up Schitt's Creek without a paddle. There's no coming back. Nobody notice that. When's the last time somebody discovered something about flat earth? This is in the, 8 years ago, 9 years ago, 7 years ago, there were things coming out constantly, like new things that somebody would discover, new things that somebody would bring out. And then that ran out after about 5 years. So the last 5 years has just been people spinning their wheels, twirling their hair, yelling at each other, creating drama. Just because they have nothing better to do and they want to keep their views up and they want to keep, and that's what TikTok seems like to me. It's just all about views. Let's bring on, who's Riz? You know him, Turkaz?
Hi, Jeran. How you doing?
Good, you?
Yeah, I'm fine, thanks. Just want to say well done for keeping the truth alive and letting everyone know you went to Antarctica. You did a good job.
Thank you.
The only thing I would say is still remain slightly skeptical.
Well, always skeptical, but I'm skeptical when there's evidence. So what I'm saying I'm open to flat earth. I'll be a flat earther tomorrow if somebody provides evidence for it.
No, I agree with you. The evidence for the globe Earth is overwhelming.
Correct.
But what I'm saying is, even as a top-rated scientist and a person who was a flat earther at one time like yourself, I still have room for evidence for a flat Earth. And those two evidences are that we've never been to the moon, we've never been to space, or so-called space, and we never get a live stream of the Earth. Both of those, all three of those, are enough to say there's room for possibility for the Earth being something else than a globe.
So you don't think you're a scientist and you don't think we've been to the moon?
100%. I know that we haven't been to the moon because I spoke to the high-level Freemasons and they confirmed to me that basically the moon landing was faked in Cannon Air Force Base in America.
So, but why is it that's okay? But if somebody talks to Buzz Aldrin who says they did go to the moon, is that the same? Is that equal evidence?
You know that Buzz Aldrin opened a Freemason lodge on the moon, yeah?
Well, I thought you didn't go to the moon.
Yeah, the lodge was inside an Air Force base in America on the fake set that they had.
Are you talking about the Bart Cybrell claim with that guy that says his dad? That whole story is false. It's been disproven.
No, you're talking about Cyrus Eugene Akers,
correct,
is also a true story.
Well, it's not a true story. It's not a true story.
It is.
No, there's actually, let me think of the evidence that it's been disproven because he said something he said that the code word was Operation Slam Dunk. The word slam dunk didn't come out until the 1970s, mid 70s or late 70s. So it's impossible that was the secret code name of it. There's no such word. There's never slam dunk. So he's just lying. That guy's just lying. He's lying about his dad. His dad died and he lied about him for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Let me see if I look up when that word slam dunk came out. Because he uses it as that was the code word for what they were doing, faking the moon landings. But yet that word didn't exist. Slam dunk etymology. Yeah. Go ahead. You can keep going. You have time.
Yeah, but if we just remain slightly skeptical. I'm saying the Earth is a globe for all intents and purposes. I'm not seeing any evidence of a flat Earth, other than a few things that you could say they work for both sides, which is, water remains level, the horizon is flat, and stuff like that. But in terms of going to the moon, the Artemis mission that's meant to be happening this year.
Yes.
That's going to the south pole of the moon, where you can't see it.
What do you mean
where
you can't see it?
Where you can't track it.
You can track it.
Allegedly.
Yeah. So again, I will be one of the main skeptics of that whole thing. If it takes place, I will be there watching it very carefully because they have HD cameras now. It should be so much beyond what we saw before, and we should see.
Remember, they did the trial last year or the year before when they did that fake Artemis mission, where they gave you 4K images, blah blah blah.
Fartimus.
Yeah, yeah, Fartimus. Yeah, basically, you're not getting live stream of the Earth at any time during that process because
I can't disagree.
If you saw the night side of the Earth, and you shined a bright laser or a bright lamp that's visible from space, and you flashed Morse code or a certain signal that basically only you would know or a group of you would know, then that would be evidence. But
yeah, but again, how would you do that?
That's never been done.
And how would you do it anyway? Because you could just have somebody who faked that light flash.
No, because you'd be doing it live. And so, say, for instance, my digital Morse code was Jeranism.
Okay.
And only you knew that that's what you was going to put out there. You do it during a live stream where they're showing the Earth in the night time. This is what you call independent testing, and that has never been done. Never once been done.
So there is the IS. Do you believe in the ISS?
I agree that the ISS exists. Whether it uses normal technology, which
good point. Okay.
So meaning, I would say that they're using anti-gravity technology to do it. Basically, what they found in Roswell in 1950s. That's what they use.
I don't disagree with that. I mean, I think it could be something else besides. But I do think once I adopted the globe Earth, then orbits aren't a problem, and then it kind of makes sense. But with the ISS, I mean, I filmed the transit of both the sun and the moon with the ISS, and it came over exactly at the time it was supposed to, and nobody knew I was going to go observe it. So that means that anybody on Earth can observe it when it says it will be. It couldn't have been I just got lucky. And then if you calculate the speed, it comes out to 17,000 to 18,000 miles per hour. So it can't be flying in the atmosphere. We know that would be impossible. Something would break up no matter what it is. You can't fly that fast in the atmosphere. So it means it's outside of the atmosphere. So it means it's over 100 miles from the Earth, and it's moving at a speed. So why wouldn't it just be what NASA says? There's no reason to argue about it anymore for me.
Okay, so let me give you another piece of evidence regarding that.
Okay.
So do you remember them fires in California?
I do remember, yes.
Yeah. Basically, there's lots of airplanes flying to put out the fires, yeah?
Okay.
Now, there was a supposed satellite that is higher than the ISS that captured those airplanes.
You mean it was zoomed in?
Yes, it was zoomed in.
Okay.
When I say zoomed in, it was on the state of California.
Right. Wait, so zoomed in on the state, you can't see the whole state and then see airplanes. That'd be impossible.
On a high resolution image, you can.
You're talking about the focal length or the field of view is the entirety of California and you'd be able to see airplanes?
Yeah, if you zoom in.
Okay, but then that's okay. If you zoom in, yes. I thought you were saying that the field of view was the entirety of California.
Okay, the entirety of the state of where the fires were. So
gotcha.
Say it was San Francisco.
Right, so you zoom into there, you could see planes. Okay, I get you.
Yep. From higher than the ISS.
Okay.
Yeah, so tell me how many times you've viewed footage from the ISS live and seen an airplane?
Well, no, because they don't know how zoomed in.
This is Dr. Hasselblad information for you. This is what they've fed you with. So
No, it's not that I just said that. Well, how did they feed me that?
okay,
I just know if you go to this, let me show you another site. Go to EOJ.
I don't think Jeran knows who Hasselblad. Do you know Josh? Jeran?
No, he's talking about Hasselblad, the camera people, right?
No, I think he's talking about Hasselblad, the TikTok guy.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm talking about the NASA disinformation agents that they've got on here.
Yeah, he's talking about Josh.
Yeah.
No.
So I like Josh. I've got no problem with Josh. I'm just saying that the information he gives out is very NASA approved as opposed to truth approved. So what I will say to you is, if you go onto Maxstar Technologies website, I think they're the satellite that does it, and they've got images of the San Francisco fires. You can zoom in and look yourself and compare it, because every time I've asked Josh this question, he says you can't see planes from the ISS because they're just too small. You can't resolve them. Yeah, no camera can resolve it. Yeah, yet they've got a satellite higher than the ISS, and it's capturing them crystal clear with the name of the logo on the aeroplane.
Well, I think they might have better cameras in the satellites than they do on the ISS, but I don't know. I'll have to look into that.
No. It's a standard Sony camera that you can buy yourself.
From the satellite? I don't think so.
Yeah. Yes,
What do you
it's
mean?
the same image sensor. Nothing special about it.
What
Remember,
is
I'm a scientist.
Yeah, but what is this?
I know all the technological details. I can
Yes.
find the flaws.
So what is
I call BS on this.
Well,
They put camera technology up there that's just incredible. I'm not sure what you're talking about, a Sony camera. They've got arrays of cameras that will shoot as one.
Why are you talking over him?
With many sensors, and it gives them the ability to zoom way in because of the fact that it's an array of cameras. But I don't know anything about a basic Sony camera. Why would you even bother putting one up like that?
Okay, so sorry, I wasn't trying to interrupt. I was trying to explain to Jeran that you're using the wrong images. You're looking at ISS images. You need to look at the satellite.
No, I was just looking at ISS images
standalone
because
satellite allegedly in space showing this information.
Sure, but this is the ISS footage that you said it couldn't show a plane, but I'm showing you that it can. If you just search
Okay,
here,
sure.
okay, I'll just search plane. If you search a plane, it'll show me all kinds of images from the ISS that have a plane in them.
Oh,
It'll take a while because it has to search through all the images. It'll take forever, but it'll come back in about 5 minutes. So, what do we have here? So anyway, if anybody wants to go to the site, it's called, I always just type in EOLJSC and then it comes up. It is the ISS footage, but if you go to this latest imagery, it always has a huge batch of photos that they've uploaded most recently. These ones here. And you can just get, these are detailed. You can actually pull them up. Where do you get the, I think there's a place you can get the actual, where do you go here? VMAR? You should be able to get a magnifying glass. Where? Zoom image cursor. Hold on. Oops. I want to wait for this cursor to come up. It says zoom image at cursor. Yes. Oh, there. Nope.
so Jeran,
Used to be able to do this and it would zoom in. Go ahead.
I'll ask you a question about these ISS images that you're looking at.
Okay.
Can you see a car in those images as well as a plane?
I'm not sure. I mean, if you zoomed in enough, I guess. You mean
No, you can't.
Oh.
Guaranteed you can't.
Okay.
But the images I'm talking about, you can see a car, you can see trees.
So what is
you
your
can see
point? Your
planes.
point is then what are you saying? That the images are fake, or that what are you saying? Because you're just making claims, but you're not saying what that means. So you're saying that we can see cars with these specialized cameras from satellites that we can't see from the cameras on the ISS. So what does that mean? What are you telling me that for?
No, okay, so the reason I'm telling you this information
Yes.
is, remember what I said at the beginning of me coming on here. I said remain slightly skeptical.
Okay.
The reason is in science, data follows data. It doesn't have any inconsistencies in between the two. Yep. Meaning, if
Everything-
you go up a
everything
ladder,
has
you don't,
inconsistencies.
you don't have a missing rung. You have all the rungs on the ladder, so you can carry on going up. So what I'm saying is, with the ISS, they're claiming on the live feed footage that you can't see planes because it's so far away and they're tiny dots. Yep.
Who's
But
claiming
they've
that?
got
Who's
four-
claiming that? Hold on. Who's claiming that? Are you talking about when they zoom in or not? You're just saying stuff.
All right.
They've never claimed that you cannot see planes from the ISS.
All right, Jeran. You troll every last 4K footage of the ISS. Find me a video where it shows an airplane in that footage.
Okay. From
guarantee
from
you
these
won't do
pictures?
it. No, remember the fake NASA ones that they've showed you all your life?
That's a
The
video.
ones where-
That's a video that's not zooming in. It's just a video of the Earth. How would you see planes from there?
Oh my God, this is what I'm trying to explain to you.
Yeah, but you said
How
the
is it
satellite takes
possible?
pictures and they zoom in. That's why I asked you, are they zooming in? They're not taking video like you're saying the ISS does. You're comparing apples and oranges.
No, I'm not. Have you seen the lenses and the cameras that they have on the ISS?
Yes.
Yes, they have really long, massive lenses.
They're huge.
With big apertures, good focal lengths.
Yep.
You're telling me they didn't see 4K?
That's these
images
cameras.
of
That's these
airplanes?
cameras. This is these photos that we're looking at. The video that you're watching on the ISS live stream is not those cameras. It's just not those. That's not what they're using. They're using that the good cameras for these. But I don't know how you bring up the stupid. I don't know how you can't get. Oops! You used to be able to get a magnifying glass and look really closely. I don't know why it doesn't come up now. Right here, you used to be able to like grab a magnifying glass and you could find planes. But I'm not seeing. And if I go view more, it says zoom in at image cursor. Right here, it says zoom image at cursor, but it's not doing it. Why not? Focal length. Yeah, it used to be able to, a little box would come up and you'd actually be able to zoom in and see really closely and you could find planes. But I can't show you right now. Here's the 8,256 by, let me open this here. Oops, download image.
Hey, Jeran,
Yeah.
real quick.
Yep.
So the Worldview satellite, the lens on it is actually 1.1 meters in diameter.
Okay.
And it has a focal length estimated at 13 meters.
All right, so that's
that is a really big piece of glass.
so it's a 3-foot
That's
lens.
not a commercial. Yeah, it's not a commercial available glass.
There's no 3-foot lens in the
part of
ISS. I've never seen anything close to that.
No, I'm not talking about a 3-foot lens.
Hold on, this guy just said that the camera that's taking the pictures of the fires that you said is a 3-foot lens, 1 meter lens. So that camera
3-foot
can
diameter,
see
yes.
cars and can see airplanes. And then you're trying to compare that to the ISS, which uses not those big of lenses.
Uses a 300 millimeter lens,
Okay,
you
so
know, or
would
something,
you like-
or something like that.
Yes. So unfabricated, you're talking to a professor of knowledge here, yeah, which is me. Let me make it clear to you. Yeah? Let me make this clear to
And
you.
you know
'cause I don't
nothing
like-
about me. And you know nothing about me. So you're going to try to talk down to me from the beginning. Okay, that's a great way to
Well, let
start.
me just point something out there.
Alright.
Here's the problem: is that you're married to an idea now that you're going to try to defend, even though you haven't gone back and looked into it. He just said that he looked it up and it says that there's a 1 meter camera lens.
All right, Jeranism.
Go ahead.
Listen to
And
me
then I
for
gotta
a
let you go.
second. Listen
listening.
listen to my answer.
Listening.
So remember, I am a source of pure knowledge here. Yeah?
No, you're not a
And I'm
source of
coming
pure
from
knowledge. I'm not letting anybody say they're a source of pure knowledge. You're not God.
Okay. All right, I'm going to give you the information that you don't believe. Okay.
I fell out my chair just now.
He's the source of all good knowledge, dude.
Jeranism.
Yes.
Do you know in a Samsung phone or in an iPhone, they have a camera lens, they have a image sensor, and then they have a light reflecting and focalizing array of mirrors.
Okay.
What that does is allow you to have a longer focal length than what it appears to be. So meaning your iPhone is probably only 10 millimeters wide, but you can have a 1 meter focal length inside that iPhone. Now do you see what I'm saying, you dumb people? I'm educating you for free.
Oh, thank you. It's very nice of you. I did.
Unfabricated, don't
No,
spur information. you don't
he
know the
said that
information
they
to.
said they have a 1 meter lens. They're not talking about their.
It is a 43-inch diameter lens on the Worldview 3 Maxar satellite.
You just said
No, it has a 13-meter focal length, but the lens itself is 43 inches in diameter, 1.1 meters.
He just educated you for free.
Okay, I'm going to bring you the information.
And I usually
that you
charge
want.
consulting fees.
I'm going to get you the actual
Okay, give me that
website.
Come back next week. We'll be here
1
Friday
second.
again. All right, thank you.
I'll be 5 seconds. I'll be a minute. I'm just going to check Google. I'm still on here.
I lost my mouse cursor. Request new imagery. Oh, let's see if we got that. Search came back. Okay, so here's. What did I search? Plane? Okay, here we go. Airplane. Bring up this contract. Can you see that? Yeah, so it's going to bring up an airplane right here. Look at, there's an airplane from the ISS. Oh, there's my zoom button. So there's the airplane, there's the trails. But this guy just said we can't do that from the ISS. And yet these are ISS photos that have the airplane there. So that's educating you for free. And I'm a source of pure knowledge. There's very few knowledge sources that are as pure as me.
Jesus, here's a funny thing too.
Jesus is like second.
You saw the ISS transit the moon. Like I remember that specifically
And
video from your YouTube channel.
Yeah. Yep, and the sun.
And what were you using for that?
Just my Nikon P900.
Okay.
Yeah.
Zoomed all the way out?
I think I'm trying to remember, if you zoom all the way in, I think do you still get the whole moon and the whole sun? I can't remember with the camera.
I don't remember what the.
Anyway, it was just.
The P's, those bridge cameras, the average, because the field of view, there's a difference in height and width, but the average is all the way zoomed out at their 3,000 millimeter, equivalent is 1.75 degrees field of view.
There's a plane at night. You can see the contrail there, and the plane is there. So anyway, I just was saying that I have seen planes here, and you can search moon on here. You can search whatever and find, and it constantly. I think it's like every 3 days it uploads about 200 or 300 photos. Here's haze, airplane contrails. You can search moon. You can search whatever you want. Maybe you could even search car. Where's a plane there? Oh, I don't see it. Anybody see a plane there? There's a lot of line. I don't see it though. And this goes way back. You can go all the way back to the shuttle missions in this search. Egypt airplane contrail. Who's that guy that's with us? Oh, did he leave? He left. I don't know what happened to him. Anyway, yeah, no fighting. I don't want any fighting on the channel. I just, I do see this problem where he, again, he's a scientist, so he's saying he has all this knowledge, but I've now reached the conclusion that we did go to the moon. So for him to just say we didn't, I would need him to go through all the footage that I've gone through and look at the things I have, which tell you that the impossibility of faking it. You just can't, if you really think about it, to fake something 6 times like that. Would anybody have even, imagine you did it 4 times and the world believed you. Would you take a chance of doing it the 5th and 6th time? I can't imagine them even doing that. That would be pretty damn brave if they're like, oh, we'll just do it again. And, we'll keep taking 3 new liars every time, 3 new liars, 3 new liars. And none of these guys will ever speak out. They'll never have a change of heart. They'll never, write a deathbed confession. I mean, that's the other thing about the flat earth. There's never been somebody who's come forward and said, hey, I work for DARPA and this is how they're faking the shape of the earth. Oh, I work for the NSA and here's how they're nobody's ever done that. And it's a big world, lot of people. And you'd think that people would have, because people do, think about it. Have you ever told a person a secret and them not go and tell somebody? Like the only way you can keep a secret is if you never tell anybody. That's it. If you tell somebody.
Well, you can tell one person and then you got to kill them.
Right. So it's like, this is why they would tell us like, oh, those people down there are all paid off. I'm like the 70 people at Union Glacier are not paid off. That would be the dumbest thing. Imagine the government's like, we have all these secrets. Now let's go tell those 70 people and give them money for it. Okay, well, you might get 69 of them that take the money and never say a word, but there's going to be one who's going to feel bad at some point in the future and is going to say, hey, I used to get paid to fake the shape of the earth. That's never happened. Not once. There's not been one person that's come out and even tried to make that claim. So we should look at that and go, if there's a worldwide conspiracy like that, you would think that we would be having some sort of whistleblower on it, but we don't. Did he come back? What is his name again? Or did he run away? Well, is nobody else going to come up? This is getting really, really interesting that nobody wants to discuss, which might be a good thing. I'm taking it as a win and saying that but I know what will happen. It's the same people will be back tomorrow doing the same thing on TikTok because they're not truthers. They're not here for the truth. They're here for the fun, the games, let's say who got cooked and let's set this person up and let's set this person up and let's just have little parties where we all kind of sit around in a clubhouse and talk and bullshit and have teams. And it's just a waste of time, really.
You figured it out.
Thank you.
That's it.
Didn't take me very long. Yeah, well, it's because you feel yourself going through it, right? When a couple people ask me onto their streams, you go and you're sitting there and you're listening to what's going on and you're just like, oh, there's no end game here. So like when I debated Chris, he's not listening to me so that he can learn, so that he can figure out whether I went to he has already come to the conclusion the earth is flat. He's already come to the conclusion we faked the trip. And therefore...
No, that had nothing to do with that. That was all about getting a notch in his belt.
Right. Okay. But that's what I'm saying.
That was it.
Yeah. So there's no goal there of getting further knowledge or getting closer to the truth. It's just a game, which is a problem because that's not something I have time for. I'm just trying to give people information that will help them see, because I would love nothing better than to wake up tomorrow and the flat earth is over. Everybody comes out and says, all right, we were wrong. There are conspiracies in the world. We can even talk about the planet distances, the planet sizes, the sun distance. We can talk about all that stuff once we as humanity get back to where we were before we started this 10 years ago, which is everybody understands that the people before us figured this out for us, and we should feel lucky, not go back to reinventing the wheel. Right? The people figured out the shape of the earth. That's why we have GPS. That's how we have planes that fly around and get you where you're going. It's how your car gets to where it's going. It's how boats get where they're going. That's all done from the idea of the spherical earth, not from a flat earth.
You see, you have a guilty conscience.
Of course.
Because you drug other people in here.
Exactly.
And so, you're compelled to try to fix that. And that's noble. I understand that.
Well, I'm getting getting to the edge of it now. So I'm over it now.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. I mean, I just wanted to make sure everybody's
can I have
heard.
the large screen, please, guys? I've got the image.
How do I do that? Expand?
You just click on my picture and it should be a little square image.
Okay, so I hit expand. It should come up now.
Yeah. So you see this here?
Yes.
The reason why I couldn't find the information was NASA and Maxar have been hiding. They've changed their name. They've deleted the company. They now call themselves Vantar. This is an image showing a live construction site from space higher than the ISS, showing everything moving around with people walking. You go on their website, which is this company at the top, Vantar. Mm-hmm. You go to products, you go to services, and you go to disaster recovery, etc.
Okay, so
it will show you this image, which is a live time lapse of a location.
Okay, so let me ask again, though. So I'm saying, what is the point of you bringing this up? So so now that we know that this company can get really close, are you saying that these are fake? They're taken from closer? What are you saying?
I'm saying they're taken from closer using high altitude airplanes or drones or static.
I don't have a problem with that.
Or anything that you could have.
Yeah, I don't have a problem
with that. Basically, because the reason being, if these were from higher than the ISS, we should be able to see similar quality from the ISS.
But what if the camera is better?
I'm telling you, it's not.
Oh, that's the pure knowledge?
Yes, the pure knowledge. I gave you the information. You choose to do what you choose to do with it. But if you want to,
can I ask a quick question, Riz?
No. Yes, go ahead. So you make me small again, Jeran.
Yes,
please.
So you said that it's higher than the ISS.
Yes, that's correct.
In how much higher?
I think 400 miles, so another 200 miles higher.
150, but anyway, yes. And you said this tells you what camera they're using?
It doesn't surprise me that a company in the private sector, would build optics. I'm sure that they sell all that data, all that image. Those images.
They sell it to blind companies like NASA. That's who they sell it to. And then they feed flat earthers or globe earthers and make them believe whatever they want to believe. Remember, I know I'm a source of pure knowledge.
Okay, but hold on. If you're a
source of pure knowledge, but you came up here saying to remain skeptic. But it sounds to me like you're trying to push Jeran in one direction. It doesn't sound like you're unbiased. It sounds to me like you're biased, and you say one thing, but you keep pushing real hard. That's just the way it looks like to me.
Okay, well, maybe you're still paranoid from whatever kind of life you've been living, but I'm trying to just give information, scientific data.
We don't say that because the scientific data says we went to the moon. Scientific data says we went to the moon. So don't say that.
So you want to talk about paranoia and everything else? Let me just provide 30 seconds of things like this. You can find articles online about not hiding. Okay, NASA didn't hide it. Maxar rebranded and split its two arms So where now Maxar Intelligence is now operating as Vantor, and Maxar Space Systems will go by Lanteris. That's not being hidden by NASA.
Reason being, the professor here, Riz, exposed them. That's why.
You exposed them. That's why it was put out August 1st or October 1st of last year, which is when you do a rebranding in the start of either your fiscal year or the start of a quarter, because you're now splitting off into two different companies.
Listen,
Sure,
you can you can paint whatever picture you want for this multi-billion-dollar company. You can do whatever you want if you want to be a brand ambassador for them. But I am an exposer of truth, and that's what I do.
Well, thank you for that. Okay, let me clear the table here. I'm going to let you guys go because it's getting way past the time. Anyway, I went way too long. We didn't get anybody up.
Thanks, Jeran.
Thank you for
allowing
coming.
me
Appreciate
to present my information.
Anytime.
Please, people, remain skeptical.
I will remain skeptical, I promise you. Remain skeptical because I question everybody now, so that's the problem. All right, so you're gone. And Dirk has any final words?
What's that?
Any final words? I'm going to dump you.
Oh, final words. Yeah, lots of aloha.
All right, I like that. And then tune in next week. It's going to be, what did you say, Tuesday, Wednesday?
No, Wednesday, Thursday. I'm gonna shoot live on TikTok here, Hawaii Standard Time. So 5:30 a.m.
Okay.
I'm gonna reshoot Oahu from Kauai.
Awesome. Well, thank you for being here, and we'll see you next week. I'll help you out on that stream that you want me to help you out on too.
Absolutely. Okay, we'll see you
later. Doodle sound. I'm just trying to get to Doodle sound because I know he's got a song I haven't listened to. He keeps telling me about it, and I never listen to it. Says I'm in some song with which one? You said the one with Vlad? That's great cartoons, man. I need to have you do my videos. All that really happened. Rogan's up.
I already got him on retainer, Jeran. Don't be taking away my time for top left with with my dream team here.
Which one is it? This one. It's got to be this one. Let me see. We're gonna watch a Vlad video real quick. I just want to see where I'm in on this one. Oh,
this one's awesome.
Ironwork, aka Vlad.
Look at that robe.
Welcome to the family, fam.
Audio is not coming through TikTok, by the way.
Wait, the audio's not coming through TikTok at all?
No.
All right. Well,
your audio is, but not the video.
How weird. I'm not going to play with it because I'll screw things up. Nobody's having echo, so I'm not even going to play with it. Jeran, when are you going back to Punta Arenas? In December 21st. And I think Max might even meet us there, so that's cool. But I'm going to 53 degrees north in June 21st. And we're going to be filming the sun to show that it is the opposite, like the map that we showed, right? So we're going to basically be showing that. Oh, did I get rid of it already? Dr. Marsh is this one. Please be the right one. Yes. So just exposed, showing that if we go to 53 degrees north on, again, so we're going to, where's the, thank you. I'm going to check that 1 second. So we're going to date, let's go with the summer solstice. So here in the north at 53 degrees, wait, hold on. 53 degrees, 54, 53 north. So that's where we're going to be, is Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. And you'll see here that on June 21st, we're expecting to see this. So if we're looking east for the sunrise, you can see that angle. Now watch, if I take this picture right here, okay? So that is, I'm going to take a screenshot of that. Oops, I moved my mouse. I'm going to show you what I mean. This is what we're going to see in reality, and then people can, argue with this even more. But so I'm going to grab this picture, taking that tilt, and knowing that we are, where did that go? Where did my, did that take? Okay, I think it did. Wait, I didn't have to save it. Hold on, let me try one more time. Oh, I know what it is. I got to do Windows minus. That's what we do. All right, new, and we're going to grab this, take that. Okay, and then this over here. So save that as, yes, save. Okay, so now we're going to, what is that? We're at 53. I want to get it exactly. So we're at screenshot there. It's going to desktop. All right, so we're going now to 53 degrees south. What are we at, though, exactly? We are at 53.50. So now we're going to go to 53.50 south. So I'm just going to put a negative there. Negative, enter. Okay, so now we're at the south. And then if we go to the different date of, date. Now we got to go to the winter solstice. Okay. And then we go to, useful dates, winter solstice. Huh? Oh, I guess because we're in the south. All right, whatever. And then we go to, what are we looking? West. So we're looking there to the east, and we'll take a picture of that. And then you'll notice that that is just the complete opposite of what we just saw. That, I mean, if you understand that, you'll understand that the flat earth cannot work anymore. And so that's the biggest takeaway is that, and these are things, what I'm showing you, you don't need NASA, you don't need anybody to look at the path of the sun when it sets. You just need your eyes. So you don't even need anything else. Is this thing ready to control minus? Oh, Windows minus. Oh boy. What did I just do? Oh boy. I went, how do you get off that screen? Escape? Uh-oh. Hold on one second. I got, everything's all screwed up now. Close that. Geez, oh, there it is. Go minus, 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 back to 100. Thank you. All right, we're back. I think, good. Screwed up for a second. All right, so we're going Windows minus, there it is, new. Taking a picture of this. And that's December 21st now. And we're at negative 53. And we're going to save this. So this is what Josh wanted to see because he's like, if that's true, then it can't, it has to be a sphere. I'm like, yes, it do. Okay, so now we're going to grab that picture and I'll just show you, we'll overlay them. So we're going desktop and this one first, open with Real World Paint. Sorry, I got to talk myself through these things. Open with Real World Paint. Okay, we're going to grab this one. Okay, so there's the first one. I don't know if you guys can see. I should check TikTok real quick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so then there's that one, and then we're going to grab this one, right click. Yes, we're going to just move this over here. Hello, drag it. Okay, this one. What is going on? Drag. There? All right. So now if we take these and we can flip them, but I'll do a little transparency here, which is adjust transparency, maybe about half-ish, maybe a little more. Okay. So you can, you can look at the X that's being created. So you see that is the, I'll make sure people are seeing that. Yeah. So you can see that it is completely congruent. And if we actually take this and spin it like this, you're going to get, oops, invert it, I meant, sorry. Not spin it, it's the inversion. Let's go here, and we're going to go right click. Is that straight? Yeah. So I'm going right click mirror, okay, and look at. So the north and the south are perfectly aligned. Do you see that? Now, if this were fake, somebody could go and prove it fake, and nobody ever has. Same thing with Google Earth. So how could it be that the south and the north have the exact same path or the exact same angle of the sun, but in the opposite direction? It only takes place, what I just explained to you can only happen if we live on a sphere. So you can keep fighting it. You can keep following these people on TikTok. You can keep listening to them lie to you. You can listen to Angels of Shite and Dave Weiss lie to you every day, lie to students in school. They're actually going to schools and speaking to children about the shape of the earth, and they're just dead wrong. It's because Dave doesn't want to lose his grift, and Angels of Shite was on Mark Sargent's program and said he was sent by God, and he always knew he was special, and this is what he was called to do from God, which I hate to tell you, Angels, that's not true. So I can tell you that firsthand. He certainly did not send you to bring flat earth to the masses. I hate to tell you. Jeran, please make Doodle Sounds video full screen when you restart it. Well, I'm not going to restart it because it's not playing to TikTok. So I'll have to play it on another show. Because otherwise they're just going to sit there and not hear anything. So I got to figure out, it's a pain in the ass, just to be honest with you, that I have one setup that works for my regular show and one setup that works for TikTok, and I hate having to go back and forth to them, and I'm afraid to start screwing with things. So anyway, you'll just see that that's perfect. And the same thing is true no matter where you're at. So if we took that angle of the sun from 60 degrees, 70 degrees, 80 degrees, 40 degrees, 20 degrees, and then we did the same thing 6 months later in the south, they would always do that. So, it just becomes kind of futile to keep fighting something that is so obvious. Now, again, I feel embarrassed because I get people all saying, oh, now you act like a know-it-all. Now you act like it's easy. Well, you know what? When you have that cobweb peeled back, all of a sudden it is easy. And so I know where flat earthers are. I know how you must feel because I felt the same way, which is your brain is protecting your current belief. Okay? So you created a belief in your head. You followed some people. You thought it was true. Now you've adopted it. Now you're a flat earther. You're telling your family, your friends, you're on social media every day, Facebook, Twitter, talking flat earth. I get it. And then any information that comes into your brain does not want you to go through the trauma of realizing that you're wrong. So your brain actually protects you by blocking out new information or information that might be contrary to your beliefs. It makes you think that those people must be liars. That was my attitude. My attitude was all the Globers are liars. So when they would come to me and say something, I would just be like, oh, they're probably lying to me. But that really was just my brain protecting what would happen if I started listening to those people, which would be the inevitable unraveling of your current belief. And then your brain knows what's coming next. What comes next after you unravel a belief? It's got to go back and learn shit. Your brain doesn't want to do that. It's like, I already learned. I don't want to learn the cosmos again. I already learned that. So you have to be strong enough to say, I'm going to actually bear down, look at evidence, and do it from an unbiased position. Because I guarantee you, if you're a flat earther, and you may not realize this yet, but you have a extreme confirmation bias where you're going and looking for evidence of the flat earth. That is not how you do evidence. It just can't be, because you're going to find, your brain again is going to find things that match what you're looking for. So if you're trying to prove that aliens exist, you're going to go looking and you're going to find evidence that aliens exist. You understand? So again, it's not good evidence, and it's because you're not looking at all the available information. So anyway, I'm just pointing out that I think that you can get out of this. A lot of people have. And here's the other thing, and I know you guys don't believe me, but every single person, Patricia Steer, Robbie Davidson, Paul on the Plane, Melodome, Shifty Eyes, everybody that you can think of that was on the WWF show, we all have the same story, that we all, the second that we said, oh shit, we're wrong. Okay, the Earth's a globe. I get it. Once you get there, then everything opens up and you're like, oh my God, we were so dumb. We all sit around and laugh at flat earthers now because it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing the levels that they'll go to. Dave Weiss will just make shit up. He'll just make shit up like, oh, Jeran saw a rocket from 188 miles. Well, it's because there's a 20,000 foot cloud that drops down to the horizon and hides the rocket. He just says that, and then everybody in the audience says how great Dave answered it. Dave's, Jeran's rocket launch is debunked. But what he forgets is that then nullifies every long distance observation you guys have ever made. Canigou, all those mountains that you're seeing from far distances are less than 20,000 feet high, but you're still seeing the mountain. So how could it be that the clouds they're 20,000 feet high, but they go down to the horizon when I'm looking at a rocket launch? But when you're looking at Canigou from 175 miles away, all of a sudden you can see the entire mountain. Do you understand where that is an incongruency it is evidence that what Dave is saying to you is wrong. The globe doesn't do that. The globe doesn't have evidence that they give to you that works in this case, but doesn't work in another case. But that's what the flat earth does. So they have answers for you. Hey, how come Jeran can see that rocket launch? Oh, there's clouds that go down to the horizon. Oh, okay. But there's no thought in the flat earther's mind that nullifies other evidence. So you have to be able to spot that. You have to be able to see it yourself and say, hey, Dave, but nobody will talk to Dave. None of you guys talk to Dave. None of you tell Dave how grossly wrong he is. Why? Because he'll block you. Dave lives in the biggest echo chamber you've ever imagined. Imagine for the last 5 years, you've been Dave Weiss. You've been doing these interviews. And every one that you do, some people will come out and talk shit about you. They'll make videos about you. And every single time, you block it. You block that person. In a matter of 5 years, you've now created a YouTube where only you and everybody who agrees with you exists. Do you think that that's the best way to get to the truth? Do you think we should listen to Dave Weiss for the truth? He's created for himself a supreme echo chamber. And if anybody comes along and just, muddies the water a little bit, he just blocks you. So again, he wouldn't even know how many people are talking shit anymore because he doesn't see those people. They don't exist to him. That's a problem. So everybody should be weary of that. Everybody should recognize that Dave Weiss said over and over again, go down to Antarctica, film the 24-hour sun, and prove the globe. Okay? So that's what was done. And what does Dave say now? Oh, well, it's a fake plasma sun that they used lasers, and they changed the sun out when it was behind the plane when I flew to Antarctica. If anybody believes that, get out. Get out, please. I don't want you here because it means that you are just falling for massive deceptions, and we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. We want to be able to be open-minded, because I'm not saying be 100% on science, whatever science says is true. And I'm not saying that. You have every right to be skeptical about anything, but you also need to be at a point where if evidence is presented to you that is sufficient or should be sufficient, that you need to be able to back down. That's like, I don't have a problem with anybody bringing up conspiracy theories. I don't care what your conspiracy theory is, but if you're shown to be wrong, you have to step down. If what we have in this world is when you make a claim and then it gets debunked, you just stay on it and you just keep doubling down. Do you understand? But then there's people out there that are watching you and they fall for it too because they think you're so strong on that point. And we just have the world that we have in now where nobody's comfortable admitting that they were wrong. Now, here's the sad thing. I've seen why. right? I come back, I admit I'm wrong, and I saw my whole shit go up in flames. So I get why nobody does it, but it's still not acceptable. It's probably the problem with the world that we have. Everybody's going to continue lying. It's like Jussie Smollett. You think Jussie Smollett's going to ever come out and say, hey, that was me who faked my own hate crime? No. It is better for him to just keep lying. And that's probably humanity's fault, I guess. I don't know what you would blame that on. It's just because we're in a world now where people act like if you apologize, then that's great. But when you apologize to somebody, they come down on you even harder, right? It's just the way the world is. I don't know what to tell you. I was going to play, I forgot what this one is. Anyway, who's still here? Everybody's gone? Oh, everybody's gone. Let me try and make sure nobody's here. And then we'll probably sign off unless anybody's got any questions. It's your last chance to come up. There's nobody in line. Give you about 5 minutes over there on TikTok if you want to come up. I'm going to look over here. Just me, why are you lying about being a flurf? I don't know what that means. Night, JSS. Then shut up, Jeran. You should have years ago. Thank you for that. Just me stays. So, I mean, this is the cope. Look at these guys. So shut up, Jeran. This is because this person's a flat earther. Do you understand? So their mind is so convoluted that they would rather lash out at me, say to shut up, whatever it takes to stop their belief from crumbling in their heads. Jeran's a liar. He's a Freemason. He's a clone. Whatever you got to say so that the lie can remain is your belief system. I feel bad for you. God is my only hero. Well, great for you. Skepticism is about believing the evidence, not the BS. Very good. You are bitter, lost your hero. I don't know if that's for me. Your tears are louder than your words. Speak up. You heard the music on TikTok. Just me, stays, then act godly. Yeah, it's just, and this is another thing. All these guys that are supposedly, all the Christians are supposedly the flat earthers, or I'm sorry, all the flat earthers are supposedly Christians. And if you want to see whether Christians are actually following in the footsteps of Jesus, go to my Facebook page and look at any post that I've made for the last year. Any post, and look at the comments. And you will see the most disgusting, vitriolic, ass backwards, confused, moronic people you've ever seen in your life. Claiming to be God's people. Claiming to live life like Jesus. Give me a break. Give me a break. Again, 10 years as a flat earther. How many times did a globe earther give me a death threat? How many times did a globe earther call my dad's wife? How many times did a globe earther call my father? How many times did a globe earther share revenge porn? How many times? None. Zero. In the 1 year that I've been a glober, how many times has that happened for flat earthers? Tons. 15 death threats. My dad was called 3 times. His wife was called once. Not even my mom. Speaking to her with words like the C word. I mean, it's just disgusting. So if you're one of these people like, oh, flat earth makes you a better person. Liar. Flat earth makes you a worse person. You are a worse person today than you were when you started in flat earth. I guarantee it. Guarantee it. You're more cynical. You're more hateful. You're less trusting. You are no longer a good family member. You're no longer a good brother. You're probably not a good wife. It all happens. It all happens. I said probably because I'm not saying it happens to everybody. But for the most part, it does. It does. Because what it does is it causes you to start thinking that nothing is true. This is why when Charlie Kirk's, I mean, you saw the most crazy people saying it was a hologram. What? So this is truthers. Truthers are saying that Charlie Kirk was a hologram in front of 2,000 people in real daylight in the world. And then they'll go show, oh, well, look at this video of a hologram in a sports gymnasium where a whale jumps in the water. Yeah, and no water got anywhere. It's clearly a hologram. Charlie Kirk was clearly a body, a person. So it's just like, it's embarrassing what the point that we're getting to now. And with TikTok and with AI, we are in trouble because people are not able to determine right now what's real and what's fake. And it's only going to get worse in the next year or two. Way worse. Way worse. And again, they just come in here and they like mouth off in the chat like they're really such a damn liar. Are you talking to me? It's so funny. It's so funny. Let me go back and see what he's saying. I just like to point these things out because God is my only hero. Okay, I saw that one. Then you said, laugh my ass off. No, you know who I am. I don't know if that's me. Not a Christian. Okay, well, I didn't say you were a Christian. I said that the people on the Facebook posts are Christian, and you said something about God is my best friend or something. God is always my best friend for some reason. Sunday Christians. Well, it's just, I mean, I have a problem with Christianity, and I've always talked about it, and I don't know why more people don't talk about it, because it is a rotten system, to be honest with you. You should never tell anybody that their sins are forgiven because some guy died 2,000 years ago. Think of what that has brought the world. In fact, every pedophile priest has done what they've done because Jesus died for their sins. Do you understand that? The reason that kids are being raped by adult men is because the church put them in positions where they don't have wives and then said, here, you're in charge of these little boys, and you're also born a sinner, you're born disgusting. And so, we all make mistakes, and Jesus died for our sins. So the priests feel fine touching little boys because they're like, well, I gave my life to God, and we're all wretched sinners. Do you think that's a good doctrine? Do you think that it's a good doctrine to tell people that they don't have to make amends for the mistakes that they've made? If you've made sins in your life or you've made errors, it's your responsibility to correct those before you die. That's my honest belief, that I think we judge ourselves. I know it sounds crazy. People, you don't hear the whole story, you're going to lose your mind. But there is no God external to us. We are God. I'm not saying I'm equal to God. I'm 1/8 billionth God. You are 1/8 billionth God. And collectively, that consciousness is God. It's the collective human consciousness. God is experiencing everything. Every birth, every death, every rape, every rapee, every murder, every birth, you name it. God is right there experiencing it all. It's how the universe learns itself. But there is no external, like if you're going to pray, and you want to know my real truth here, if you're going to pray, you have to pray to yourself inside. And you know who came and said that? Jesus. Jesus said, God is inside you. The kingdom of God is inside you. He even said, no man has heard God's voice or seen his face. Yet throughout the Old Testament, everybody hears his voice and everybody sees his face. Moses and Abraham, and he walked with Enoch and all these people. Okay, so then what is Jesus talking about? In my opinion, here's my opinion, Jesus came, he spoke out about the fact that the Old Testament God was not God, that God is inside you, that his Father is inside you. I am the Father of one. That's the same thing I'm saying. I am the Father. Me and God are the same, except for God is all 8 billion of us, so he's obviously 8 billion times more than me. But the problem with that is, who do you think got mad when somebody came along saying that the God of the Old Testament, the baby killer, the sacrificer, the blood sacrifice tyrant God, whose God is that? Oh, it's the God of the Jews. Okay, so who would get mad if somebody came along saying that's not God, stop paying homage to him? The Jews would get pretty mad. And then they would kill Jesus, and they would hang him on a cross. And then they would say, hey, let's use the power of this guy to push the idea that our God was him, so that more people worship our God. And now the whole world worships Jehovah, Yahweh, who is not a worshipable character. If you worship Yahweh or Jehovah, you are worshiping a tyrant who told people, bring a turtle dove into my church, rip its head off, and drip blood on the altar 7 times. If you think that that's the God of this world, you're very mistaken, very mistaken. So anyway, I'm just saying that the doctrine of Christianity seems like it was set up on purpose for people to, again, I don't want to go real deep into my belief here, but I do believe in reincarnation. And I think that what they're doing is they're recycling people back here because people are not moving on, because they think that by sitting around and doing what Jesus said, become complacent, take it on the chin, turn the other cheek, don't do anything rash, don't go after the government, just let them hang you on a cross if they want to. And now look at the world we have. Now we have a world where everybody's complacent and everybody's, just doing their thing, and nobody's actually standing up for evil. And because the Bible says, let evil be evil, let wicked be wicked. Is that the best way to get evil off the planet? I don't think so. So I just think that the idea that Jesus died for your sins is atrocious. And this is why I've been hated in the whole Christian community forever, is because I'm not going to sit around and let people pretend like that's a good story. Oh, Jesus died for our sins. All we have to do is believe in him. What? There's no God in any world, in any creation that would say it doesn't matter. Imagine. So what you guys are saying is, if I died, and let's say there's me and there's Joe, Jeran and Joe, and we have the exact same life. Okay, so we've done as many sins each other as, and we've done all the many good things as we have, but I don't believe in Jesus, and Joe does believe in Jesus. He says, yeah, Jesus died for my sins, and I say, Jesus didn't die for my sins. I am responsible for my own sins. If you think there's a world where then God looks at us both and says, Jeran, you're going to hell because you didn't believe in my son, who, even though I said test all things, you can never test that somebody's born of a virgin because that can't happen. You can never test that somebody can walk on water because it can't happen. You can't test if there's a talking snake or a talking donkey. So you guys just believe the Bible, even though it contradicts itself. And you're like, there's no contradictions. What do you mean? How is that not a contradiction? I just gave you one. Very clear contradiction. So again, the problem is that I don't think that the Bible was written by anybody but man. So it shouldn't be surprising to you. The Bible is a flat earth book because the people who wrote the Bible were flat earthers. So that it shouldn't surprise you. And it would be surprising to me if the Bible said the earth was a sphere. That would be really weird. But it doesn't. It just says that, well, I think it says it hangs on nothing, but this is just what they believed back then. So there's people who believe in the flat earth because the Bible says that Joshua stopped the sun. I mean, that's just scary. That God says in the Bible, let God be true and every man be a liar. Who wrote the Bible? Who produced it? Who mass printed it? Who actually changed it? Who translated it? Man. Let God be true and every man be a liar. So let's trust the book that man gave us. Let's trust the book that man wrote. Real smart. It's a smart move. Let's just do that. Even though none of that doctrine makes any sense and wouldn't make any sense with God. And again, in my opinion, God is not external. So this is why every religion says, go to that mosque, go to that church, go to that school, go to that pastor, go to that event. No church tells you, look inside you. Find the true God that's inside you. And if you want to change the world, start there. Nobody says that. So everybody believes that there's some external thing that they can pray to or that they can hope for. Jesus is going to come back out of the clouds and save everybody. And people believe this. I was on a podcast once, and there was a guy on the podcast who said something about the world's going terribly. He's like, man, I can't wait for the world to end. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, well, that's the only way Jesus will come back is when the world's so bad that I'm like, dude, do not tell people. Like, he's actually telling people that he wants the world to end because he thinks Jesus will come back. It's so ridiculous. So he thinks Jesus is sitting up in heaven, like waiting for the world to get so bad that he comes back. It just doesn't make any sense anymore. Doesn't make any sense. And I got out of it a long time ago. You can watch my show on my channel. I think it's called Iconoclasm. And I used to do some God stuff, but people hated it. They don't like to hear it. They don't like to hear a lot of things, to be honest with you. Let's go with Ether. It will be our last one, 888. 88 area code. I'm just kidding. Thank you. What do we got here? I don't know what that is. I can't see.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good, always.
Good. Wait, you got loud sounds. Where you at?
Sorry, I'm just outside waiting for a bus.
Okay.
I used to listen to you years ago. What happened?
Well, we found out we were wrong.
In what sense?
Okay, I'm not going to have this conversation with you. I put out a year's worth of videos.
Okay, so what, you're disagreeing that topographically it's flat plane?
It's not. It's impossible because, let me ask you this. Do you believe that the South is what you were taught?
No. Well,
okay.
we don't know. We know that we know nothing.
Oh, that's a great place to be, yeah. So that's your idea of being a truther? Guys, just pay attention to this is what's happened to the truth movement. This guy thinks that it's impressive to come on here and say, we know that we know nothing. Great. Well, then
it's
we know
not
nothing.
Impressive, but
no, it's not.
But where all information? Where is it fed from? Okay, government, right?
Not all information. No. So let me ask you again. Do you think that the South is what we were taught?
In what sense? That there is an ice wall?
No, that's not what we were taught. I said, is the South what we were taught in school?
Well, I don't know. I can't verify it, can I?
You can. What are you talking about?
How?
Do you have eyes?
I do, but if I haven't traveled, if I haven't measured it myself, I can't verify it.
Okay, but you can do those things.
She said.
No, but you can do those. No, it's not.
How?
Go.
If I did, well, exactly.
Right.
I don't have enough resources.
Okay, but you still can. Well, you're just saying.
But can, shoulda, woulda, coulda doesn't work, does it? It's a speculation.
Okay, so how many people would you need? Let's say that. Mute for me 1 second. I'm just going to talk about that. You have cars going by making crazy sound. So if I told you how many people would it take to be around the world to go to a place and they would verify that what Google Earth shows as the ground and the sky matches, how many of those would it take until you believed Google Earth? Because I don't think you ever would. Go ahead. Now you can talk.
No, I would not trust a screen. Sorry. Whatever comes from the government or institutions, it's automatic no for me.
Okay, well it's not. So just so you know, if there's somebody else out there that says everything that the government says, they're going to take an automatic yes, that person knows more truth than you do. Guaranteed.
If that's your default position, it's sad.
Well, it's not my default position, but you said your default position is to say everything that comes from the government is wrong. So I'm just telling you, if somebody does the opposite of that, they're going to know more things than you. Because you don't know anything.
That makes no sense.
What do you mean it makes no sense? If you said every bit of information comes from the government, and then you said anything that comes from the government, you're going to disagree with. So then you know nothing.
That's what I said. That's what my first statement was.
Okay, well then everybody that listened, hold on. Everybody that listens to government and the information, they know something.
Think that they do.
No.
They can't
So
verify.
so you think that? So you're saying that every bit of information that comes from government is false? Every bit?
At this point, I would say yes. At this point in life,
So if
where are we now? Yes.
okay, so if we hear somebody in the government
Unless you
says,
can
"Oh,
verify it with the hardcore documents and evidence, and you have seen it yourself."
man, you guys baffle me. I mean, what do you think the end game of that is? Where are you going to ever turn the corner and realize that you can go out and determine some things yourself? Sitting around waiting for somebody else to tell you and then saying carte blanche that anything they tell you is false, you do realize you'll never get somewhere. You'll never learn anything.
Well, that's my problem, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So don't you think it'd be better if you actually started to go out and verify some things that they say, just so you can say, hey, I'm not saying anything other than the earth is a sphere because I verified that. So just
Technically, we can't verify either of those things.
I did.
But the fact is that NASA's a bunch of liars, you know, and stuff like that. So it just makes no
Right.
sense. So why not lie about the shape of the Earth? It's just that simple.
No, it'd be impossible to lie about the shape of the earth. We have eyes. We can verify what they say. It's not like we got here and they said, we don't know what it's not
Your
like
eyes are, you can see to infinity? Well, what do you mean by you have eyes? Can you elaborate on
Sure.
that?
So I verified that the South is what we're taught. So we're taught that the South is the opposite of the North.
How did you verify it, sir?
You need to go back and watch the show. I'm not going to repeat what I just went through 3 hours of doing.
So you telling me to watch a screen now, again?
Then I don't care what you do. You don't have to watch a screen. Keep believing nothing.
All right, sir. All right, sir. I'm sad that you are who you are.
Yeah, I'm sure you
have
are.
more respect from me.
Right.
In
So
the years ago.
when I sat around and said I don't know anything and everything's a lie, that's when you respect me. But when I say I do something, I figured something out, now you don't respect me. That's disgusting.
No, because you're becoming same as those people.
No, I'm not.
Ifs,
You
trying
just
to prove
no.
reality.
I said the Earth is a sphere. I said the Earth is a sphere. How am I becoming like those people because I said the Earth is a sphere? I can't deal with these people anymore. I think Dirk Cuz has it right. I think it's just better to just escape because these people these are not truth. If you think that last guy is a truther, he's not a truther. He already knows the truth. The truth is that everything that we're told is a lie. So why are you a truther? What is the point of a truther if the truther endgame is everything is a lie? That's your goal? Everything's a lie? Oh, we know they didn't do this, and we know that NASA lies, and we know that this and this. Okay, well, I mean, everybody lies, so then don't believe anybody. Everybody's told a lie in their life, so if everybody's lied, then we shouldn't trust them at all, then don't trust anybody. If you think that's a good way to live, it's not. It's not. In fact, through evolution or through human growth, or adaptation, whatever you want to call it, humans had to trust each other. That's the way that we get far. That's the way we get places. Okay, when you stop trusting each other, then we go back and we think we need to rediscover the shape of the Earth. And you don't. They gave us a map. We showed up on Earth and they said, here, Jeran, here's Google Earth. Here's where you live. And I said, oh, thank you. And I can go around and verify if that's correct. But if I just want it to be wrong and I want to think government tells me everything that's wrong, then I can just sit around and say I don't believe any of it, and then I'll never know a goddamn thing. So you tell me which method is better. Which method is better? People say like, oh, they indoctrinated us in school, and if you go to college, they'll just indoctrinate you with all this different information. It's all lies. Somebody who went to college objectively knows more than you. Now you might say, well, they know more lies than you. Well, they know more truths too. So you're saying then that it's better to just never learn anything and never accept anybody and never believe anybody with what they say. If you think that's the way to live life, I don't know what to tell you. That we need to trust each other. And yeah, if somebody breaks that trust, then you remove them from your group or whatever you need to do. But we don't even have these. And this is what I noticed in the flat earth. You would think a bunch of flat earthers together would be like on the same team or something. But no, they're just like, whatever. They'll throw throw this person on the bus, throw that person on the bus. They don't care. They don't care because they're just out for themselves. Nobody's actually a truther. And how do I know that? Because when I told them that they were wrong, they all said, you're a liar. Okay, but I can show you why you're wrong. No, you're a liar. And we don't look at your information because it came from the government. It's the same as the government's, therefore you're a liar. No, I verified what the government has claimed, and I'm telling you that it's true, and you can go verify it yourself. Nope, they came from the government, therefore we're not looking at it. What, do you want me to look at a screen? No, heaven forbid. Heaven forbid you look at the Earth model on the screen. Because if it matched, then that means you live there. So heaven forbid, don't do that. It's a screen, for God's sakes. If you can't get on to space and look at the Earth and see it, then you can't believe anything. You got to be in space looking at the Earth, at the real Earth. It's like these people who say, oh, I'm not going to believe in the sphere of Earth until you can show me a ball with water sticking to the outside of it. Hello, McFly. McFly, do you understand gravity? Do you understand how big something needs to be until water sticks to the outside of it? It needs to be pretty fucking big. Is there anything that big on the Earth? Oh, just the Earth. So that's going to kind of disrupt you when you grab anything big and trying to get water to stick to the outside of it. It's going to go down towards the bigger item, which is the Earth. So stop asking for things that are impossible. Stop asking for them. Very frustrating, this group of new so-called truthers, and I do feel responsible for it because I can tell that a lot of them are just repeating things that we used to say, even though if we came out after and admit that they were wrong or we changed these people just say the same things. They just, they think that's the best method, and I don't think it's good. I mean, I look at people through every event, and it's like all these people say, like, we don't watch the news, but then an event happens, and every truther in the world is there deciphering, picking it apart, looking. You're doing exactly what you're telling people not to do, which is pay attention to the news. So then the news comes out with a story, and then you're like all digging into it. Did this really happen? No, this guy in Minnesota, and did she actually do this? It's fake. What are you doing? I thought we don't watch the news. I thought that's propaganda. I thought that, so it's just like everybody's so ass backwards. It's painful to watch. And I don't know how we recover from it as a people. TikTok isn't helping. TikTok, if you dare say something mean about anybody, they get you for bullying. So then the flat earthers just get up there and tell lies by saying like, oh, I saw the moon for 2 months in a row in the daytime. And then I saw it had like 75,000 views and people in the comments like agreeing. You don't see that's a problem? So TikTok will let that go. But if I can make a comment that says, hey, dumb shit, that could never possibly happen. It's not possible. Where's your video? Then I get in trouble for bullying. So the world is going to continue on that path, and be aware. Right now, everything you see online is fake. Everything as far as what people are posting, these real events supposedly. I even saw one the other day that was insane. It was like like some girl was sitting at a cafe table or something, and like with her boyfriend was being really mean to her, and then she like kicked this piece of paper under the ground to the other guy. And it's like so obviously fake. And I look at the comments and people are like, it was so nice of him to save her. Like, what is wrong with you people? That's not a real, there's nobody really sitting there filming this girl in trouble and she kicks a piece of paper and the guy doesn't see. It's like so obvious people can't even do that anymore. They have no ability to decipher what's real and what's not. You can go to TikTok. I'll just give you an example. We'll go to TikTok real quick and then we're done. But go to TikTok and look up Antarctica. And you'll see 75% of the videos are completely fake, yet everybody in the comments doesn't have any idea. They think it's all real. They're like, what happened? Oh, I might have lost my TikTok. Off? No, we're still on. Hold on, I'm going to put this up for a second. Let's go with this one. Nope. This one. Nope. This one. Nope. This one. Weird. All right, that's good enough for now. Let me see real quick. So we're going to make TikTok. And AI, of course, recharging. No. Okay, so we're searching for, I'm just going to search Antarctica. Antarctica. And let me bring it back so you can see. Chrome, this one. Okay, so this is just Antarctica. I mean, like scientists found hidden, I mean, look at this.
Antarctica might just be the scariest place on Earth because it's somewhere that scientists don't want us to know anything about until now. Look at this
Something that scientists don't want us to know anything about until now. Oh, really? And then you just look at the amount of views and you look at all these people and avatars underneath there. It's not new. So your research, y'all just now finding out, this is so AI. So what built the pyramid that's there? I mean, it's just, it is so sad because here's the thing. What you have to recognize, I've recognized this, that if I want to make a video and I want it to go viral on TikTok, I have to lie. There's my video of me explaining how the earth works or explaining that I was wrong about the flat earth is not going to go viral. I have to lie, like something like this, make an AI video and say, hey, I was in Antarctica and I saw statues bleeding blood. If I did that video, watch it go viral. People love sensationalism, and that's what makes them money. Let's see what we got here. So this one, behind the wall, ice wall city. Look at this.
I'm out here finally behind the wall. Check this out. This is the city they said was just a rumor. It is real and it is freezing and beautiful. I'm walking.
So like this guy here, what a piece of shit these people are. Like, what are you doing that for? Why lie? How about every single product that they try selling you on Instagram and Facebook? It's all liars. Everybody's lying. People putting purple stuff on their teeth and going, I don't know if it's going to work. And then you see their teeth and they're perfectly white. Like that is a thing. Go ahead and buy one of those purple things and see if your teeth turn white. How stupid are you? How stupid are you? Oh, it's just purple? That's all we need to do? We didn't need toothpaste this whole time. We just need to put purple syrup in our mouth and our teeth would turn white. That makes sense. Makes sense. Wait until you hear about Jon Snow. They created AI to cover stuff up like this. I mean, give me, oh my God. And this one, 250,000 views. Do you know if you get 250,000 views on YouTube, that's $1,000? $1,000 if it's your content and AI can be considered your content. It's just crazy the people that. Two things to consider when seeing stuff like this. How many people would have to lie to keep this? Oh, so at least somebody's actually seeing it. So again, it's just terrible because people just I've already seen people who see this stuff and then they go and repeat it. They think it's real. Look at this picture. What the hell's going on? How would this video have 50? Why is anybody clicking on this? 51,000 views for just something that's totally bullshit. I don't know. I mean, look at this thing. Oh, good. It only had 60 hearts. So that was me more. Users, videos. Oh, wait. I thought that was Kay Podgy. She looks like Kay Podgy, doesn't she? It's not her. I mean, these ones, look at this. Like, what is that? Again, if you're one of these dirtbags who writes things like real footage of Antarctica and it's not, fuck you. Thank you very much. Just want to say that. I mean, listen, there's definitely something being kept from the Earth's general population there. The Secret Land, 1948. Why is it giving me Mars vibes? I mean, it's just, we are in trouble. We are in trouble. I like the statues bleeding one. Where's the statues bleeding? Oh, look at these. These are, why they're hiding secrets from us. There's Eskimo mummies. That's good. Look at this ice wall finding this person has. Wow.
Now this is part 2.
Oh, it's part 2?
Over the ice wall.
Oh, yeah, you're not a liar.
Do you know that if you go over the ice wall long enough,
right,
you'll start to see green?
Yeah, you'll start to see green.
Trees.
Yeah, trees. Trees in Antarctica.
In Antarctica.
There's not any fucking living thing in Antarctica. Do you understand? There's no ants. There's no mosquitoes. There's no little crawly silverfish. Nothing. There's no trees because there's none. How would the tree get there? And how is it going to continue to be on? It's just like somebody asked me, well, why is there no animals there? It's like, what would they eat? Animals need to eat something. There's nothing in Antarctica for you to eat.
And I'm talking large masses, fields of just trees.
Oh, fields of trees in Antarctica.
The United States, Russia, China. All of these places can never agree.
I mean, how do people live with themselves? How do they live with themselves? I'll never get it.
There is a really interesting theory going around.
Oh, is there?
Some people who believe that the Garden of Eden is located underneath the ice of Antarctica.
Sure, that's where it is. Yeah.
News broke the other day that a prehistoric world.
Oh, news broke? News broke.
Discovered right beneath the ice of Antarctica, full of mountains, lakes, and valleys. And it's no secret that Antarctica used to be a place vibrant with green grass.
Okay, whatever you say. I mean, this is just disgusting. It gets worse and worse. 50,000 views for this.
So this country in Antarctica.
What about it?
How long has it been there? Why doesn't anybody know about this?
I am so happy that I got out of the truth community when I did. I am so happy because now I just see everything for the way it is. And I realize everybody's lying and that it's just every truther is lying to you. I used to think that if you're a truther, you're not lying to me. When the actual opposite is true. Nathan Thompson lies about every observation he's ever made. Dave Weiss lies constantly. And he knows it. He knows it. He says things that have already been told to him that are not true, and he'll just make it up. What did he say today? He was talking to a high school class, and I heard him say something. And you're like, Dave, just nobody believes that. He's like, somebody asked a question about, was it gravity? No, they were saying, I forgot what it was. Oh, and then Dave Weiss says, like, he says, oh, the moon going around the Earth would have to speed up and slow down and speed up and slow down. And we know it doesn't do. He's like drawing it really fast. Like, Dave, the moon takes 28 days to go around the Earth. 28 days. So it's not changing speeds at some crazy clip that would be noticed by anybody. If it's changing speeds, it's going a mile difference per hour every hour. Who cares? Nobody notices that. Then he's like talking, he's like, oh, and why does the sun, it can hold on to Jupiter, but it can't hold on to the moon? What are you fucking talking about? The moon is in orbit of the sun. That's what it's doing. It's going around the sun. Now, it just happens to be close to the Earth, and so it goes around the Earth as well. Its gravity's pulling on the moon as well. But so is the sun's. It's like, give me a break. And he just keeps lying to people. Steve Faulkner.
Did you know,
Steve
so
Faulkner
this country in Antarctica.
Somebody gotta let me know what this is. This dude was on Google Earth.
Google Earth.
And he scrolled in Antarctica and he came across this shit right here. He said an insect.
What?
Nigga, that don't look like no insect to me. That look like a big ass fucking animal.
Oh, the big animal there.
I've never seen before, like with 6 legs or some shit.
Yeah, show me.
Y'all, look at this video. Somebody gotta let me know, fool.
Because Google Earth always does that. When you zoom in, it ends up showing you pictures of people on boats and stuff. Didn't know that. It's good. Not anything lie here. It's all factual. That's what Google Earth. When I zoom into Google Earth, have you guys ever noticed that I zoom in and I see people on boats?
Somebody gotta let me know, fool. I be wondering how people be scrolling.
I be wondering how people be scrolling and how people be lying and how people be tripping and how people be snitching and how people be smoking that crack, that flat crack. Look at that crazy fool. Look at this animal in here. Dude, this is Google Earth. Google Earth right here.
You don't look like a camel.
It's a camel in there. There's a camel in the water.
Camels in the cold.
Camel in the cold water. Can I get 50,000 views now? Can I get 60,000 views? Can I get 70,000 views? Can I get 80,000 views? Can I get 90,000 views? Can I get 100,000 views? People, watch my stuff. Thank you. All right, I'm out of here. It's been fun. Not really. It's been kind of a pain in the ass. But nobody else came up. Again, we've had another case of the pussies, is what I'd call it. A little case of the pussies for the flat earthers that don't want to come up because they have nothing other than, but we know everything's a lie, but the government lies about everything, so the earth is flat. Seems a little bit of a stretch there. Might seem to be a little bit of a stretch. We can verify things. Go verify things. Get off your fucking ass and do something. Thank you. I love you guys. Let's listen to my new song. It is called Flat Crack because that's what's going on here is everybody's smoking the flat crack and you better put it down. Put the fucking pookie down, dude. Put that pipe down. Put it down. I'm going to check the fan funding real quick. I don't think I did that. Yeah, we got 2 more. We have, see Venus, I've got that one. Maybe you've seen it. Good, gotcha. I feel bad for NASA employees. For 7 decades, they've had to deal with these people. The disrespect is insane. Pretty insane. Hey, Joe Mama, 10 Jeranism gift memberships. I did hear that noise. I didn't know if that was what was happening. Thank you very much for that, Joe. Hope you're doing well. But you'll enjoy this song. The lyrics are on the screen, so enjoy that. And I believe that's it. It's called Flat Crack. Watch the lyrics. This is exactly what's going on. Everybody is smoking. Not everybody. The flat earthers are smoking flat crack, and they better stop. Guys, I remind you, once you go flat, you can go back. I know that they tell you differently, but the globe is actually kind of a whore, and she'll let you cheat on her. She'll let you go off. She'll let you do what you want to do, and then you just come back and say, hey, babe, I made a mistake. I went over and slept with that flat chick, and I'm not happy about it, and I feel embarrassed, and I would like you to take me back. And you know what she does? Just opens her legs. Thank you very much, Globe Earth. I love you. Be right there. Till next time, guys. This has been Jeranism. Enjoy the song, and peace.
Yeah. This room is all filled with smoke. Some people think flat earth is a joke. Yeah. We're not a joke. We on another level, you heard? We measure earth flat. We here to spread the good word. Yeah. Yeah. Flat crack, flat crack. The sun is close and apparent. We know that space is fake and that the moon is transparent. Flat crack, flat crack. Smoke till I saw a map on the moon. Used to believe it was a rock, now I know it's a balloon. Flat crack, flat crack. We know it's not a globe. We don't believe in scientists just cause they in a white robe. Flat crack, flat crack. Smoke till you delirious. Think you live on a spinning pear, you can't be serious. Smoking that flat crack in a Discord chat room. Hotboxing every echo chamber from StreamYard to Zoom. Everyone on our side is genius, got a PhD in YouTube. Smarter than every teacher cause we cracked the whole truth. High off a meme thread, eyes red, don't talk. The sky is a firmament, God's big fat sky clock. Physics in the trash can, vibes in the bag. He's smoking this flat crack, never leaves you feeling crappy. I'd like to shout out to Eric Dubé, he's my flatty. If he played golf, I clean his balls as his caddy. He showed me the way, he taught me the truth. You call it lying to kids, we call it 200 proofs. Our math may be drawn in crayon, our mathematics are funny. At least I don't believe in gravity orbits or the Easter Bunny. Do your own research by watching the videos I make. Believe what I say is real and what I say is fake. We know it all, we win every debate. You don't even know inches per mile squared, son. 8, did you know that we spin 1,000 miles per hour? Can you even imagine that with your inferior mental power? Pump up the flat crack, it goes down so smooth. If you start to get dizzy, that means you found the truth. Pass that flat crack back, let the comments go dumb. Do planes even fly, bro? There's clouds behind the sun. Flat crack, satellites, Earth is flat as a pancake. Everything we can account for is clearly CGI or fake. You believe in TFE, huh? Then Katy Perry went to space. You think the 24-hour sun was real? You need to look into Van Gate. Floating off the flat crack if gravity is offended. Well, we say density did it, and you can't comprehend it. We are smarter than Lockheed, Grumman, even NASA. Banjo so high off the dome, he trying to swim in the plasma. Echo chamber loud, but the room real small. Same 10 dudes who think they solved it all. Masters of the keyboard, confidence max. As for working model, it will block you, that's facts. Flag, flag, crack, crack. We know the sun is apparent. We know that space is fake and the moon is transparent. Flag, crack, flag, crack. Don't believe satellites or the moon. Used to believe they were real, now I know they balloon. That's called special knowledge. My flag game is on fleek. This crack is so strong, it'll make your brain go weak. Flag, crack, flag, crack. They say all roads lead to Rome. Take a hit of my pipe, where all roads lead to the dome. We say once you go flat, you never glow back. Ha ha ha. Globe zealots have no answer to that. Oh, Jeran, Robbie, Patricia, Craig, Benny, and Nam. Shift the eye, dirt, cuz, Ranty, Rachy, Mellow Dome, man. Not real flat earthers, they were just propaganda hype. Sell out shields, Freemasons, we knew it the whole time. Can't fool a flirt when they on flat crack. And sweet crystal truth, I will give you $1 trillion for just one glow proof. I swear in my life, I've never told a single lie. We just can't know where the sun is. We only say the sky, we're confident on refraction, bro. Cause we right, we strong. We know we ain't on a spinning globe and we ain't never been wrong. Flat crack, echo chambers got a stone so high up on belief I can almost touch the dome. Flat crack, flat crack. Smoke till your brain falls out. Everyone but you was a Freemason, actor, or a sellout. I kicked the habit, I quit that crack. I realized I was high, I realized I missed the facts. I went down south and it showed me the way. The 24-hour sun circled day after day. I saw the light, I chose the truth over the code. I tested my theory and I accepted the results. You don't have to be stupid, you don't have to stay. Get back to reality, back to the globe today. Come back, come back, come back, come back. Put that flat crack away. Come back, come back, come back, come back. Back to the globe to stay. Yeah. Put a pipe down. Pick the globe.
Eric Dubé brings the ball up the court, doesn't want to pass it, finally does over to DJ Curious, who just stands there looking confused. Wait, from inside his shorts comes Mark Sargent, who was hiding in there, grabs the ball, and crosses half dork, hand off to David Weiss, who is in Mark's pocket, dribbles, tries to sell the app to those at courtside. He ducks, dives, lies, and cuts ties. He's still playing damage control. He's pressured, so he passes to his Microsoft whistleblower, who doesn't exist, and the ball skips away. There's Jeran. He saves the day. Comes up with the ball based on facts and evidence and not his religious text. He's got a wide open path, but the entire team is surrounding him, and oh boy! Oh geez! Jeran made a mistake. It appears, yes indeed it looks like, he brought truthers the truth. They want none of it. They just grabbed the ball and popped it. The ball has been popped by those loud, snot-nosed, possibly retarded flat earthers down there. How could they? And look over there. Now they just threw Jeran under the bus. Brutal. Well, I guess we're gonna play Frisbee now.
Yeah. Ironwork, aka Vlad, y'all. Welcome to the foundry, fam. Understand? They say globers, I say no, call them industry plants. All these experts gotta handle it, hand in their pants, the final experiment. That's CGI, no doubt a Hollywood sky. From day one, it was Vegas, projecting Punta Serenas. I need receipts, ask for tickets, all I got a bunch of crickets. Okay, sure, I see days, but this ain't making no way. Sending fluids to the foundry, fam. You got no tickets, that's just us, my man. We seek truth, you understand, we don't do charades. Stop talking, cause there's no debate. That's how it works, y'all. Plug your ears and get rid of that ball. You know what I'm saying? You understand, you understand, you understand, you understand, you understand. JJ hit me up like Vlad, I saw a man fly, a guy levitating straight up in the sky. I said, say less, got online, said we got him, y'all. Shout out to JJ, you did it, you destroyed the ball. Unfortunately for him, my man got flagged. I was not fully tracking or the video lag. I'm sure JJ knows the truth, he's humble, he never bragged. Just forget about it, fam. Let me tell y'all about Rob Dignac. Sending fluids to the foundry, fam. It was a flag and he missed it, damn. Mistakes happen, you understand it's how the foundry rolls. On to the next thing, ignore the trolls. That's how it works, y'all. Move the goalpost and get rid of that ball. You know what I'm saying, you understand, you understand, you understand. I don't need experiments, y'all. Debates are pretend. If Reds gave me 10 grand, guess what? I still won't attend. Don't entertain this shit. I'm done with this skit. They might think it's funny, but I don't need his money. This the foundry fam. We wear integrity proud. Stand up tall and shout it out loud. But if the people vote stay, I might still kick you out. Sending fluids to the foundry fam. Everyone's welcome, just don't hack me, man. I say it as it is. Y'all understand? I don't wanna debate. It's all bullshit anyway. I won't take your bait. That's how it works, y'all. Chicken out and get rid of that ball. You know what I'm saying? Understand? You understand? You understand? You understand? You understand? Flat Earth. Dave's an industry plant. Makes Flat Earth look bland. If you're unaware, go watch the Wise File. Sam stripped him down into his underwear. His excuses were fluffy. Said I never heard of Duffy. And when McToon showed receipts, Dave still didn't concede. That's it. That's my boundary. But now that I think about it, has he ever sent his fluids to the foundry? Sending fluids to the foundry, fam. Can't fool us. We got Inspector Sam looking for the truth. You understand? Get rid of traitors, investigate and train them taters. That's how it works, y'all. Make up shit and get rid of that ball. You know what I'm saying? You understand? You understand? You understand? I'd rather learn from Ledwell, fam, how to unsub a fan. Cause I'm tired of giving these bitches timeouts and bans. Hakeem debunked tectonic, what he said, no clue. Felt like too much antibiotics, to be honest with you. We might not get his lingo, cause I'm sure he's not a dingo. But I think everyone agrees, for God's sakes, fam. Take away those crayons, please. Sending fluids to the foundry, fam. You got tickets, I don't really care, gang. You understand? Doesn't matter anyway. It's too little, too late. It's really simple, y'all. There is no debate. You understand? 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 This the foundry, fam. You understand? This is ours, y'all. You understand? That's Megatron. You understand? There's no debate, y'all. You understand? The moon is the sun, fam. Ironwork 92,000. You know what I'm saying?
That is so good. It is so good. And clearly, every member of the Foundry is on the space crack, the flat crack. Sorry, it's not space crack, flat crack. So watch out for that. Might want to get off the pipe, get off the pookie. Excellent job. Reach out to me on Telegram because I would love to. I don't know if you want me to put those on my channel. They need some more love. I'm not getting enough views. But I have no problem throwing it up on my channel. But then again, I don't get any views anyway. So maybe want to try somebody else. All right, guys. I love you. Hope you enjoyed that fun night. Do I have a final word from...
That's an air ball.
Oh, thank you. That's not really what I wanted to hear, but I wanted to hear something better. What do we have? How about this one? Let's see here. Do we have any Weiss stuff? No. How about we have Nathan Oakley, we have Nathan Thompson. Those are kind of fun. Let's see what's on the first page here. Do we have anything? Dome. We have something about the dome. Let's go with that and we'll be better.
Look up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's a double-sided mirror dome with a superfluid ceiling that perfectly matches all calculations using the formulas from dome refraction.
That's a fact. Good point there. That's a good point.
Denied like Dave Weiss at a science fair.
Amen.